are watching Leicester Till I Die TV.
Watch us on YouTube.
Listen on your favourite podcast platform.
Or ask your smart speaker
To play the podcast Leicester Till I Die.
Right, Chris.
Alrighty, good morning. How the devil are you all? Welcome along. That's what it is. And as you can see here, I'm having what I like to call, I'm having a Brad of a start. There we go. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day. Welcome along to Leicester Till I Die. Hope you are well. I am just about alive, complete cock up of a day. I've got to be honest with you, I am very, very late starting today. And there is a reason for that. I was asleep. I didn't even hear Brad trying to ring me. Look, it's Leicester Till I Die TV. We are here for the Rotherham versus Leicester City Watchalong. I'm just trying to get it up here because, as usual, being Leicester, nothing is working properly. I don't even think I can get Leicester up. Let me just have a look and see. It's not working. That's a great start to the day. Everything's going wrong today. Talking about everything going wrong, well, let's get rid of that. And let's bring my co-hosts in, ready for today's show. And let's first of all say, Brad, how are you? I had a you. I was asleep.
Yeah, you did and me. You slept whilst on the job. It's the joys and strains of the world following Leicester. It knackers us out, doesn't it, mate?
It does. It does. And I can't get Leicester on my watch along. What the bloody hell is going along with Leicester?
Oh wow, that the promising start continues throughout the day, and people think we make this up as we go along, mate. You couldn't sometimes, could you?
You couldn't. I think the real problem was, of course, I think I was on Australian time. Luke, good morning, or good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is over there.
How's it going? Yeah, it's 9:45 at night. How you guys going?
No, you see, no wonder I was asleep. I'm a year in advance of myself, but I'm getting ready for it. I'm going to ask you both. I'll come to you first of all, Brad. We'll get on to the match in a second, but we've lost out on Perlo.
Yeah. It's not the greatest concern right now. I'm sure to get. I mean, you know me, Chris. I listen to pretty much and watch all the videos of training ground, and I watched Enzo's press conference. I'm not as concerned as I would be. I know we've got rumours of Daka and Nacho, but that's not happening. So I don't know why I even said it. Are swirling around at the moment, and obviously missing out on a striker that we know was a target of Enzo's at the start is a little bit concerning. But I've got no fear that if we do lose a striker, that he's got players he wants to bring in, and he'll bring them in as and when he can. I'm confident we'll get someone in.
Luke, do you think that he's a little, should we be worried by that? I mean, the rumours are that we've got to sort of sell now before we can bring in. But I don't know. To me, I think losing him to Leeds, I think that could be a huge mistake.
It could be, but it all provides on what happens of Kel, and I think it would be stupid to let him go this late right now, especially with how well he fits Enzo's system. I think we need to back him now. Now's not the time to be not starting him ahead of Vardy. Now's his time to shine. He wants to get first-team football. We should be happy that he's down playing Steel Hilvers now. I would much rather work with Kel than worrying about see if Perot fits our system.
Well, talking about Kel starting, and we'll just say a few quick hellos. We'll have a look at the team. Spencer's in. Good afternoon, Spencer. How are you? James Castagne's on the bench. We'll look at that in a second. Scott is in. Hi, Scott. And Highfields is in as well. Good afternoon, Highfields. Right. Well, let's have a look. If I can bring this up, and bear with me, the sort of day I'm having, as you know. Having just said to Brad, this is how you do it. You need to get all these things right. I then go and completely cock everything up myself. But look, hey, this is what the world is all about. But there we go. The team, guys. I don't know whether you can see that or if you've seen it at all, Brad. But
Yeah.
Hermansen in goal. Ricardo, captain again, Faze. Vestergaard, Doyle across the back. Ndidi, Winks, Dewsbury Hall as the middle, McAteer, Mavadidi, and Iniacho up front. Looking strong, Brad.
Yeah, very strong. I got asked why whether Marcel's injured or not. I think he's going to rotate these youngsters, especially if he's trying to get as much playing time into the boots. McAteer's been injured. He had a good debut, so I'm happy with him coming in. It's not like we're dropping standard. It's a great youth prospect, so I'm happy to see him play again. Ndidi, I'm not even worried about Ndidi being in the lineup. I haven't been able to say that for 16 months, Chris. So that being the only other change, really. So it's nice to start seeing that familiarity. I know there'll probably still be a few tweaks here and there, but we're not going to start seeing, unless it's a cup game, maybe we've got one midweek. But I can't see us starting to make big drastic changes per week to the lineup. It looks like because there's a very few familiar faces constantly in these lineups. At least 8 or 9 of them, aren't they?
It is. No Marcel. Well, yeah, that's what Brad's just been discussing. I mean, McAteer, he's obviously has been injured and he's come back. He was mentioned at the in the press conference. But Luke, I mean, just look again, 2 goalkeepers on the bench.
I know.
Why is he doing that?
Well, a big one is he's got Castagna on the bench this time, and he hasn't been mentioned at all. So I don't know if he's going to bring him on later and maybe try and put him in the shop window because we all know he wants to leave. But the other one that's really interesting to me is I thought by now, of how many games we're playing, we would have seen James Justin get a start, and we still haven't. And there's been no transfer rumors whatsoever. By all accounts, I believe he wants to stay.
Again, Brad, any comments on that one?
Yeah, I mean, the Castagna thing can only say one thing. He's not leaving any sour taste behind when he leaves, is he? Because he wouldn't make the bench. He wouldn't be making himself available to even come on and potentially ruin a move, which, we've seen in the past. Far not. Certain players have done a lot worse. So it's not a bad thing seeing him on the bench. It obviously means there's no ill fate. He just wants to play at a higher level, and that's understandable. He's happy to do a job if he's called upon, but I don't mind that as such. James Justin, the thing is, Doyle's worked as an inverted wing back before, which is exactly what Enzo likes to see. He gets that from his last his last manager he worked under. Now he's doing that role himself.
Yeah.
I think Justin will get game time. It's just right now why Doyle's playing out there playing so well. Don't change your winning side, and you can't get in a team when your back four is playing the way it's been doing, winning his games. So he'll have to wait, but I don't think he's going anywhere.
Brad, sorry, Luke, sorry. I'm totally got Vestergaard. I mean, he starts again. He's pivotal. He's pivotal to it appears to the style that Enzo wants to play. He said in the press conference, likes him coming forward. He knows his limitations, and that is that if they suddenly counter-attack very quickly, he's not quick at getting back, but he's prepared to put up with that for what he offers going forward.
Yeah, but it's clear he wants that back three, and Vestergaard's part of that for now while Cody's gone. But I know he's not done too much wrong yet, but I'm still holding my breath with him. I wouldn't be surprised if I come back on here at halftime and absolutely hounded him and reminded him how much I hate him. But yeah, I shouldn't say hate. Like, it's a bit strong, isn't it? But like, you know what I mean? Like, sorry, but yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Don't you be knocking? I feel like Brad is with Inacho. I'm starting to feel like that towards Vestergaard.
You'll have your own little loving over there, mate. I'm afraid on that one.
The fact that he said that, it's how bad our season was last year. The fact that you're saying that is just, oh god.
You send him here.
Yannick. Anyway,
Hello. I was going to say, at least with me and Nacho, I've got a little bit of a following on this one with Nacho. Even Craig, the mighty wise owl, he has admitted that he's our best option. I can find it and clip it later. I'm going to get it for you, Chris.
Luke, talking to Luke earlier, that in fact, when I go to Australia next year, I might even be popping off in Perth. He's just said, I'm moving.
It's brilliant.
He might still go. There's, he's only got a year left on his contract, so he is with us for the rest of the season. But look, we don't know, like you say. Brighton, Vardy, Chowdhury on the bench, Thomas on the bench. He was saying, though, Brad, he doesn't really know what to do with Thomas, does he?
Yeah, because I mean, the thing is, this is what I said. You have to be careful now with Luke Thomas, because if rumours are to become reality, then we know Christensen's all but gone. It's just waiting for that to get over the line on loan. Castagne, the Fulham rumours aren't going around, even though he's still making the bench. He hasn't obviously featured yet, so that's something that's been heavy throughout the summer with Castagne. You've got JJ and Thomas then, essentially, who play that role, who can at least adapt to becoming an inverted winger, but are naturally left wing backs anyway. So if something was to happen to Doyle, if you allow Thomas to go out on loan, have we got a youth academy that we could boost up? Because I know we've sent somebody out on loan from the under-21s already. We've sent them out to, was it Mansfield or Macclesfield?
Nelson.
Yeah, Nelson, who I believe is a defender. So someone could correct me for that. So that doesn't seem like that is the option. And then you just worry, don't you? You think about the Harold Shipman days, as you would say, Chris. You don't want that strike in Leicester just when the going looks good. You need to have a third option in them areas, because Ricardo's track injury, he might need to switch onto the right as well. I don't want to jinx anything, touch wood, but we have to be mindful of letting too many players go out on loan and giving them first team football elsewhere.
Can we continue the winning start, Luke?
Yeah, God, touch wood again. Yeah, I hope so. By all accounts, we should absolutely, I shouldn't say this, but I'm going to say it anyway because I'm still fired up and confident. By all accounts, we should smash Rotherham to absolute pieces and take the top of that table, providing what happens to Bristol. I know, blame me if anything goes wrong, but I think we're going to keep the winning run going.
So whose fault it is?
Yeah, everybody, PO box down under 123 Wallaby Way. Get your angry letters over to Luke if they beat us today. It's all Luke's fault.
All right then, Luke. Give me a score prediction and tell me why.
I'm going for 3-1 because I still think we're vulnerable on the counter attack, but we are playing a heavy possession based football, and I think that we're going to get some more goals tonight or today for you guys.
3-1. Brad, you did the prediction show last night. Is available on the channel under the pick. What are you going for?
I believe I went 3-0 in the prediction show, so I'm going 3-0, and I'm just going to be a little bit silly because now you know how it feels to have a man crush on a footballer, Chris, with your Vestergaard admission there. I'm going for you heard it here first moment. Ian Atcho scores a hat-trick, and on Monday he signs a new contract. He's so happy about life. That's what's going to happen.
Oh, okay.
There you go, Atcho hat-trick. He signs a new deal.
Got so far?
He's going to have 4 by the end of it. Because he had one. He's got one. Hasn't he? Cup goals. He's got 1. So I'll have 4 by the end of today.
In fairness, that was still a classic, wasn't it?
It was a good goal, to be fair.
Luke, you've gone 3-1. Who's going to get the goals for you today?
I was actually going to say it. I swear to God, I was going to say I'm going for Kelechi for a hat trick as well, but I'm going to have to change it now.
Go on, Luke. Go on, Luke.
I'm going to man crush on him as well, but I'm going to go 2 goals for Kelechi and 1 for Mavididi.
Right. Well, I have gone for. I've absolutely no idea who's going to score. I'm going to say 0-0. Vardy comes on in the 17th minute and gets a 4 in the game. How about that? That'd be a score.
Here we go. He has to go one better to say.
We're definitely going to lose now.
No, in fact, I'm going to take that back.
We've all jinxed it.
I'm going to take it back because Vardy can only get 3 because obviously popping up corner in the 96th minute, up runs Vestergaard, jumps up high, nods it into the net. Vestergaard gets a goal as well.
There you go.
So, guys, get your score predictions in the chat. Let's have a look at what people are saying here. I already said hello to everybody else. What point did I get up to? We've done McAtee, will be fine. Yeah, I'm going to say hi to Peter. Newcastle fan is coming to say hi, Luke. But welcome along, Peter. You are more than welcome. Good luck to your team.
Thanks,
Tomorrow, I think Newcastle play, don't they? Jeff is saying hello. He's gone 2-0. Let me write these down. So Jeff has gone 2-0 to Leicester. Gray has gone 2-0 as well. Andreas has gone, where can you watch the match? You can't, mate, unless you've got a Fire Stick. Otherwise, you have to watch.me. Gray, Nacho Man, of course. Need to get a song for Vestergaard, don't we?
Oh, for God's sake. What have we started here now?
James has gone a 2-0 as well. Thomas alone him out. Yeah, possibility, because I can say from what Enzo was saying, he doesn't fit into his plans. I think he's a fine player. Loan with the recall option.
I like that. I like that option. Did that to Barnes, didn't we? It wouldn't be a bad thing to do.
I don't know why when we let players go that we don't have a loan back option, but I guess it's on the team that we're letting them out to. I agree with Leicester Down Under. We should destroy these teams. Brad is a mystic. He's a misfit. I don't know about worse. We are elite. Matthew is going 3-2. We have Luke, just while I'm writing these down, we have actually got a player flying in that looks like he's going to be our 7th signing.
Is that the Turkish lad?
It is. Yeah, I was hoping you would say his name because I've got absolutely no idea.
No, I didn't want to butcher. I was waiting for you. Yeah.
He's learning quick, isn't he? He's learning quick. You're learning quick, mate. Let Chris say it.
No, I can't even remember it. But look, we again, that would be great. I suppose, I think the way that, for me, that he's looking at these games and his team selection, Enzo, and we'll end with this, Luke, that he uses, like, Mavididi. He thinks of those as strikers.
I know. He's very, it's possession-based football, but it's with a purpose, and it's all about trying to locking it in that final third and just, if the goals come in one way or another, it's just a matter of time.
Yeah. Right, guys, we're about to kick off. I apologise for the lateness of the arrival. But I like to make an entrance. What can I say? And I can't say I've seen either of your two's entrances, but it's probably just as well. On that note, Luke from Leicester Down Under, Brad from LTID TV2. Thanks very much, guys, and I will see you at half time.
See you later, mate. See you, mate.
Thank you very much. Enjoy the match. Right, so here we go. Let me have a look and get up what I need to get up, because like I say, I'm completely off ski with all my lineups today. If I do that, and there we go. So we're about to kick off. Lille went 4-0. Mugi went 3-1. He's in. Janus Agun, that's it. Thank you so very, very much. Oh, Yannick, you're so very cool. How we love you. You're making Chris drool. Great. Love it, mate. Love it. All right, they're taking the knee at the moment as we speak, and it is Leicester City in all blue, their new home kit. They are kicking from right to left. Rotherham, the home team, of course, in their red tops, white shorts, and red socks. They are kicking left to right. So it's been a while, so it is 0-0 at the moment. Let me just do this and I'll get the details up. The free kick to Rotherham, just outside the penalty box here. That's defending for Leicester. It's a short free kick to the far side. It's chipped into the box all the way over. And I think Ricardo can get it out here. Yes, he can. Oh, nice run by Ricardo. Now the break is on for Leicester, but he's got absolutely nobody with him. He plays it back. Oh, Leicester get a free kick. But it was a good break from Leicester there. A good break. So Leicester now coming away down this near side with Dewsbury Hall. Cuts inside. He gives the ball away. As a free kick to Rotherham. A frantic start, has to be said. A very, very, very frantic start. Right, let me just... So... Just having a chat with Alexa there, advising me that this game is kicking off. Like no poo. So Leicester. Oh, finally, yeah, we're a bit dangerous there. Nice passing. Had Rotherham players on top of us. Leicester are coming away down the far side. Turns inside. Back into the midfield at the moment. Leicester are doing well with the possession. Rotherham, of course, at the moment are in 22nd place in the league. Rotherham so far have played 4 games and they've drawn 2 of them. Leicester, of course, in second at the moment. Won 3, drawn 1. There's only about 4 teams in the whole 72 that are actually unbeaten, Ipswich and Leicester being 2 of them. It's a throw into Leicester. It really is a frantic start. I know, mate. I know. I'm gonna be buying it after the game. What did they say, Gray? What did she say? You've actually bought it, mate. I couldn't decide on that or the home or the third. The third kit, the orange. I'll probably end up getting both. You know me, but so Rotherham defending there. Oh, lovely ball, long ball through for Rotherham. He's going to keep it in. Literally just on this near side for Rotherham. Support's coming up, chipping it in. Headed out though by FaZe. But Rotherham's still coming at us here. 4 minutes gone on the far side now. Can he get around the defender and get the crossing? Yes, he can, but it's defended well by Leicester. Oh, now Leicester coming away again with Dewsbury Hall. Lovely little touch to get the ball to Dewsbury Hall, but he overplays it. Just played it too far in front of him. LCFC, hello, how are you? Is the sound again? Is the sound sounding okay, as they say? But Rotherham now coming away again. Mavadine, Nacho just again couldn't control the ball, and it goes back to the Rotherham's goalkeeper, who plays it out to his defender coming down the near side. Nobody's shutting him down. It's a long ball over the top, but he does find a player, but he loses it out to a Leicester player. Doyle out. Oh, Doyle's going to get a free kick for that, surely. Yes. Doyle was doing well to hold the player off there. Thank you, Gray. Thank you. Stewart, very fast, frantic start. Yes. Good to see that Leicester are matching Rotherham. So it's a short free kick, which ends up... it's cross field now to Faze. Faze to Ricardo. Chips the ball back over here to Doyle. Doyle takes it down well. Plays the long ball forward. Oh, see what he's doing? It's a lovely ball through, but Iheanacho is being closed down by the goalkeeper and the defender. There's no goals as it stands at the moment. Daniel, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, good day. I don't know. I haven't seen that link, mate, yet. Haven't seen it, so I can't comment on it. I can't say I know anything about him at all. A long ball over. Did we keep it in? No, we didn't. There's a long ball across the field. McAteer couldn't keep it in, but it was a very, very, very high ball. Enzo looking deep in thought there. They're just saying here on the radio that Rotherham could have been watching what Huddersfield did to us. I love it when the commentators say, I think it's going to be a long throw, this one, and if not, it's a short one. Oh, cross there. Bramwell for Rotherham was down the left, played it across. I think that's a corner or a goal kick. It went out, it didn't quite make it. I think I think it's a corner. McAteer getting in the way there, doing his job. So McAteer, not a... he's been here, only coming back and straight back into the team. I mean, there's a lot of games to be played. We have got a break coming up soon in September. I think in about 2 or 3 games' time. Oh, it's in! Rotherham from the corner. Whoa. Oh my God. The referee's talking to the linesman. We are questioning what part of the body it's come over. It's not a goal. It's not a goal. Disallowed. Disallowed. So we're back to 0-0. Good referee. Let's just have a look at this up close. Said it came off his... let's have a look at this in slow motion. It's chipped in. They're not slowing it down, but they reckon it came off his shoulder. I mean, it's dangerous. So we're back to 0-0. Bit of action there. The problem with the way we watch these games now, of course, I'm watching the link from Leicester because, well, from the Rotherham cameras, actually, I think it is, because it's at Rotherham. And we don't always see slow-mos like we do on the proper TV. So we got away with one there. No, Boris, it came off of somebody's shoulder, obviously, at the end of the day. Apologies again. I'm going to say apologies for the late start, guys. Totally, as you all know, I have been doing the breakfast show on the radio, and I got into bed and laid down, and I just fell asleep. Such is life. And then Brad tries to ring me to see what's going on, and I got my phone on charge in this room, but asleep in another. It was a bit slow this morning. Apologies for that. But there is an international break coming up. I mean, it's a great game. If you're a neutral fan here, absolutely brilliant game. Mavididi gets it in this near corner. Oh, but it's gone out, and it's a Leicester throw. A Leicester throw. Inacho, he can get... Oh, lovely ball. Gets the cross in. Yes! Yes! No, Leicester have got it the other end. McAteer, 1-0. Get in. Wow. Nearly concede at one end. Go up the other. Literally 12 minutes gone. Rotherham 0, Leicester 1. McAteer. Wow. It's the next 78 minutes or anything like that. Oh, what a cross from Kelechi. I haven't got a McAteer jingle, but I've got one, and because of his cross, I'm going to have to play this for him. Here we go. I'm sure that we have got Brad going absolutely mad at the other end. 1-0, 12 minutes gone. Oh, it's timed at 13 minutes. What a start. Let me update my banner. I haven't even had a chance to do that yet. It doesn't matter which youngster we bring in, because they're all going to score against you guys. Wow. Let me get back to you. Thank you. Thank you for that, Gray. We're coming back again, but it's defending this time from Rotherham. You on the LCFC screen? David, remember? No. I hope that only came up after I was celebrating. Only 14 minutes gone. Well, yeah, timed at 13. Blew on me nice. Let's go, indeed. Leicester boys, Gray's having a little song. Wow, why not? And Jeff, what a response. What a response indeed, mate. What a response. Wow. Nacho, I've got to say, fair play to Nacho. He came and collected the ball in the near side of the penalty area, had nowhere to go, came out, turned around and got the chip over, and McAteer on the other side, not an easy goal. I'm not going to say it's easy goal, because scoring any goal is not easy, but, it was on the plate for him. I mean, all these youngsters that we're getting that are scoring. Wow. I can't know if I can do this for 90 minutes. Guys, somebody get 999 on speed dial, please. Wow. Are there any other scores in this division? Norwich have gone 1-0 up at Huddersfield. Birmingham have gone 1-0 up at Plymouth. All the other games are 0-0. I don't know whether we got our goal first, but that'll be interesting. Just having a look when there is no game. Fast, a good defender for Leicester. It's booted upfield here, Nacho. Now, surely the goalkeeper, he comes out to get it. Had to come way out of his area to beat Nacho to that. So the second we're playing and the 15th we're playing. We do have a oh yes. The guy that headed the ball for the Rotherham goal didn't go in. He headed it across the goal, and there's a guy on the post, and I think he must have hit his shoulder to go in. Yeah, one second. The second of the game on the 15th. Wednesday the 20th. Saturday the 23rd. Friday the 29th. No, we don't. We don't have. I thought we had a break. Ah, the break. The break. Yeah, is that? Oh, Leicester now. This is end-to-end stuff. Let's be honest. It's one end and another. McAteer's got the feel for it there. He had a shot. A second. And the 15th game. Oh, this is honestly. It's not going to be boring watching Leicester this season, is it? Are we on TV for Tranmere game? I don't know yet. I don't know. I haven't seen anything. You would think, well, possibly. I mean, I didn't think we'd be on for the Burton game, but we were. But Tranmere. The thing is, at this point, you're getting some of the bigger teams coming back in. So my stream has gone down at the moment. So just bear with me, ladies and gentlefolk. I think it could be my Tinternet. There we go. Finally got it back. It's still 1-0. And it's back with the goalkeeper. The rumours are there. Yes. I don't think it's been confirmed, LCFC. Just a lot. There's a lot of rumours going about us at the moment. Fulham are leading Arsenal 1-0. Brentford are 1-0 up at Palace. Forest 2-1 up at Manchester United. Whoa. So 20 minutes gone. Whoa. What a... Tell you what, it's all getting... There's a Leicester throw. It's all kicking off at the bottom of the pitch now, near the dugouts. So as it stands, we are top of the division, which is very nice. True, Luke is in. Hello, Lukey. Yeah, if you're in front of me, there's a good chance you are. No spoilers. Remember that we'll just see you booted. And I can only do one type of ban, and that's a permanent ban. So if I have to ban you for spoilers, there's no coming back. Forest doing 2-1 up. That's why Luke's out. Straight a ball in from Rotherham there, but it's straight into Hermanuson's arms. Mavadidi on the inside. He had options, decides to go for the goal himself, and it ends up straight into the Rotherham guy's arms. So Rotherham down the near side here. No free kick. The game stopped. He said it wasn't a free kick, but he's had to stop the game because it was a head injury. So at the moment, 23 minutes gone, there's a head injury. Wow. Seriously true. Like, I mean, everybody knows, and the discussion, the things are going across the bottom here, saying about spoilers. If I have to tell somebody not to have any spoilers, then I wonder what's going on in their lives, to be honest with you. Leicester closing on a double transfer of Abdul Fatwaya Isahakusu from Sporting Club de Portugal. Seriously. I'm sure Leicester this season are looking at it thinking like, he's got a weird name. Let's sign him because you're just doing this to me on purpose. And of course, Jonas Algun. That's not so bad. I can manage that one. Elevator, how are you doing? I'm sure you are, mate. I'm sure you are. Yeah, just showing the disallowed Rotherham goal. It comes in. The number 10 was claiming it, stood at the near post, but they're saying it hit his shoulder. He actually tapped his shoulder as he ran away, so I don't know. So... Oh, it's going to be one of those games today where it keeps freezing on me. I think we missed a chance there with Pero. I really, really do. Lifty, you're Liverpool, aren't you? Just remind me. So it's a free kick, I think, now. I must have missed quite a bit. Like I say, I did freeze there. Callum Doyle there bringing somebody down. I don't know. Anyway, it's the Rotherham free kick on the near side. Manson sorting his wall out. Cafu, number 7 for Rotherham. It's a poor free kick. Doesn't get it past the first Leicester defender. It's going to be a Rotherham throw-in. Right, basically at the goalpost. You can't take the... Number 7, Cafu, when you take a throw-in, mate, you need to be stand outside the white lines. All right, he didn't take it in the end, and it is a Rotherham throw on the near side. Can he get the cross in now? No, he plays it back short, Rotherham. They also play some nice 1-2 football, and they managed to get it through. Oh, my God. Hermanson there was floundering, didn't get the ball. Dewsbury Hall went down in our own box, but Rotherham weren't able to capitalise. And now Leicester have the ball, calming it down, back to Faze. Vestergaard asking for the ball. It's back to Faze. Out to Ricardo on the far side. I thought you did, Liv, because of course I see you a lot on Doug's channel. Sorry, mate. I just I've got another 23 teams to try and get used to this season, which is easier said than done. Just going here. Birmingham are leading Plymouth 1-0. Norwich are 2-0 up now away at Huddersfield. Leeds 3-1 away at Ipswich. Leicester 1-0 away to Rotherham. And West Brom obviously not obviously, but are 1-0 up at home to Middlesbrough. So very, very much I need to update the table because we are 3 points clear now at the top. They're not giving me a live table here, the BBC. Oh, it's a cross in there, but it's cleared. Oh, Inacho doesn't control that well at all. And Rotherham have got it now. It's going to be a free kick to... No! The referee allows play on. Now it's going to be a free kick to Leicester. Yes, it is. Do you know what? The referees are actually letting a lot of play go on here. Not just this game, but all the games I've seen. To be a lot more free kicks if this was in the Premier League. I don't get how Norwich are on 10 points and they played 4. Sorry, Ipswich I'm looking at. Sorry, Ipswich. I'm looking at the wrong team from Angle. That'll impress all the fans from Norwich and Ipswich. Me getting them two mixed up. So Norwich are up to second now on 10 points behind Birmingham. Ipswich are down to 4th now. A lot of people said that Leeds were going to get something at this one. When they were saying that, which of the teams that have still got unbeaten records would still have them at the end of the weekend. Everybody said that, well, the pundits, not everybody, the pundits were saying that Leicester would still have their unbeaten record and Ipswich wouldn't. And it looks like that is the case. When I say unbeaten, I mean 100% record, as in won every game, because, of course, Norwich, Birmingham and Southampton haven't lost at all, but they have drawn games. So it's a free kick to, on just outside the centre circle, in our half, a free kick to Rotherham now. They're 1-0 down, thanks to the Casey McAteer goal. Steve Saranka, good evening, sir. Or is it good morning over there in America? It'll be morning, won't it? Vestergaard heads it clear. Only as far as Rotherham, though. But it's back into the Rotherham half. It goes all the way back to their goalkeeper. Steve, thank you for joining us. Welcome along. If you're commenting, you are having to subscribe. But please smash the likes as well. I'm not sure how many likes are on the video. We've got 63 now in the chat watching. Please do smash that likes. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Please do. But the likes do help the channel as well. Rene's in. Hi, Rene. How are you? Yeah, Rene, believe it or not, I've seen it. I'm not on mobile, mate. I'm watching it on a stick. I'll be honest with you, I haven't seen it's a free kick now to Leicester, I believe it is. Wow, okay. I haven't seen Manchester United at all, mate, Lifty. So I have absolutely no idea. I presume they're bad from what you're saying. I have to say that this Leicester side would struggle at the moment in the Premier League. And the reason I'm saying for that is that we have we're very open at the back. There are teams that could have scored more against us than they did because we have been open. And if we were playing a United, Liverpool, Chelsea, teams like that, we would be punished. Where we're not being punished because we're up against Championship teams, we would be punished against the That's awful, Scott. Russ, hop on the boat and head to the beach. Wow, you're just showing off now. I might go to the beach later. The sun's out here nice. I've got a beach as well, some of the best beaches in the UK. So yeah, I think we would struggle because I think better teams would have punished us where Championship teams haven't been able to. Oh, the cross in there from Rathbone for Rotherham, but it's cleared, but only again as far as Rotherham. 30 minutes gone now, 33 minutes gone in this first half. What a half it's been. I've got to say, it's been a full. Leicester have got 59% possession as the ball goes to Hermansson. There is a Rotherham player down, they're number 14 in the box. I didn't see it at all. I was watching the ball. Let's have a look what he's going to show on the replay. Ball comes in. He gets it. Oh, come on. He goes into the back. Goes into the back of Vestergaard. Oh, Vestergaard. It's into his chest, in fairness. But now Leicester on the break on the far side. Up to the edge of the box. Plays it back. Oh, left-footed shot there. I think that was Ricardo, was it? No, Ndidi there has a shot, and we know this is a reborn Ndidi. I mean, they stood off him. It wasn't that far away. Wasn't that far, to be honest with you. The goalkeeper for Rotherham looked quite comfy with it, but he might have had to. If it was a bit low, he might have had to do some work on it. Against Wolves, they should have drawn. Wow. They need a good defender. Well, they've got one. Paid £80 million for him, Lifty. Yeah, I mean, apparently he's still after some defenders, Lifty. He is after some defenders. But look, I mean, this is a completely new style of play. New players come in. This is only our fifth game. I'm just giving the ball away there. Oh, got it back well, but he's giving away a free kick in doing that, Doyle. But yeah, it's early days yet. I mean, come back to me at the end of the season if we're playing like this. I think we could then be Prem ready, but at the moment, look, it's too early. If this side was in the Premier League, we would really be struggling. We need that second. We always need the second goal, Liam. Always. 35 degrees in Georgia. We got beaches in Georgia. I don't know. I'm not going to attempt to pronounce the name, but thank you so very much for your compliment. Appreciate that. Yeah, I think we just do need some more defenders. Look, we've got Cody to come back. He'll be due back next month. Whether I think we'll probably not see Vestergaard after that. But look, once Cody comes back, the experience. I mean, let's be honest. 18 months ago, this was a player that was playing for England. I mean, I think it's a superb bit of playing. A superb bit of transfer activity. Well, then again, I like Winks as well. I think Winks is probably one of our better. Indeed, I've been there many times at Highfield. It's one of the few places you can still see red squirrels in the natural habitat. Oh, come on! Leicester now! Vididi was just a little bit behind the Rotherham player. There was a lovely ball through. Lovely idea. Vestergaard coming forward to head that ball back, but it goes to a Rotherham player. Rotherham now coming away down the near side. Leicester managed to keep it. Vestergaard back to Hermansen. Oh, that was confidently done there. He was more confident he was going to be able to pass that to a Leicester player than I was. But at the moment, it actually couldn't control the ball, but it was like pass. Oh, a long shot. If Rotherham have got down to where they're having to do long shots to try and keep in this game, then we're going to be all right. When your daughter messages you while the game's on. Come on, Hannah. So, coming away now. Lovely, but no, has he got it? Yes, he's got it. McAteer plays it through. Oh, can't get the ball across from, was it Ricardo? No, Indeedy again. Indeedy, I mean, he's all over the bloody place. What the hell is going on with this man? I don't know. But McAteer, lovely ball to him, but he couldn't get the cross in. It's gone out for a corner on the far side. This is Indeedy. I'm like, wow, come on. What's going on? Leicester's first corner. Hold his hands up, Gooseberry Hall. Chips it across. Goalkeeper comes, he gets a hand on it. But it's going to go all the way out on the far side for the throw-in to Leicester. It's 38 minutes just gone here on my match. Passing it around like Brazil, yeah. Oh, Ricardo! Wow, that's a Ricardo that we know with that sort of a shot. Good play from Ricardo. He hit that well, did Ricardo? Let's have a look. Oh, it was straight at the goalkeeper. In fairness, he just had to take it. Oh wow! Mavididi, oh, he loses out. He's crowded out by two players. I'm not sure which Leicester player it was, but in the middle there, he just twisted and turned like Pele. Like you said, somebody said, James, it's like watching Brazil at times. Rotherham, Winks does his job there. Not heard a lot from Winks, but good point there, Boris. Point there. No, Vestergaard for Vestergaard's my man. Goal cancelled out for Arsenal. The joy of VAR, I'm guessing. So throw in on the far side to Leicester, just adjacent with the penalty area. Look, 59% possession to Leicester, 6 shots to 3, 3 on target. Oh, Leicester now. And it's a corner, surely. Yeah, it's a corner to Leicester on the far side. At the moment, it's all Leicester. At the moment, it is absolutely all Leicester. Seven dangerous attacks. 16 dangerous attacks, I think it is. Hang on a second. No, 7 dangerous attacks for Leicester. Oh, corner comes in. The goalkeeper's got it. He drops it, but he gets it at the second attempt. Great. I love Harry Winks. So it's a free kick here to Rotherham on the near side. Oh, it's good free kick, to be honest with you. Fast getting to get in the way, which he did. Yeah, although at the moment it's Rotherham that are coming forward, but they've got a corner kick on the far side. Scott, if you could just keep an eye out for our friend there, that'd be great. Comes in, headed clear from Leicester. A good header as well. It comes out to Rotherham, but it's back all the way back from the corner into midway into the Rotherham half with the goalkeeper who chips it forward. 43 minutes gone. But it's straight to a Leicester player who slips. Oh, Vestergaard, I think it was Vestergaard, got it, slipped. No, Doyle it was, sorry. Doyle slipped, but then he got it back. A lovely ball through. Oh, McAteer couldn't control it. It was all on his own on the far side, McAteer. I tell you what, this 45 minutes has absolutely flown by. 43 minutes gone. A long cross across field. Mavididi keeps it in, controls it well. He was offside. That was unfortunate. It was a lovely ball all the way across to him, Mavididi, and he got it. And unfortunately, he was slightly offside. Slightly offside. But I've got to say, Rotherham are breaking every now and again. Do they look dangerous? I'm not sure that they do. You watch, I've said that, they'll score now. A free kicker, a throw in here to... So it's 45 minutes has gone.
Cowabunga!
3 minutes. 3 minutes of injury time added on. Leicester just clear up at the back. Oh, now then. Dewsbury Hall brings it out to Nvidini. Oh, what a waste! What a waste! Don't know if that was a shot or what it was. Well, I think that was a poor shot, to be honest with you. It was a great breakaway with Dewsbury all down the middle. That should have been 2-0, I think. The free kick to Rotherham. That should have been 2-0. There's a free kick to Rotherham, just almost adjacent with the penalty area. Hands held high. Chips it in. Oh, what an awful free kick. Not sure he was trying to do that. I think he was trying to get keep the goalkeeper and fool him. Whether that was a direct attempt from Cafu, but it was an absolutely awful one, whatever it was. You don't know, James. You don't know. There's a lot of them, true. There's a lot of them. 3 minutes, Russ. 3 minutes it was. So... Oh, there's 2 players down, both of them holding their faces, but completely other ends of the pitch. Mavididi, I think, was holding his face. He's now rubbing his leg. The Rotherham player, number 10, I think it is down holding his face. Didn't see what happened. Listening to Jerry Taggart, it sounds like the Rotherham guy is trying to buy free kicks, and he got one. He got one, so... Half time. It is half time. So... Wow. Well, a different goalkeeper, a different scorer every time. Do we need a new striker? I'm not sure we do, to be honest with you. I'm really not sure that we do. But Rotherham 0, Leicester 1 at half time. We're going to have a few people joining us again. One of those is Luke, all the way from down under. Luke,
Hey.
where did that 45 minutes go?
Oh, mate, that went quick. I was a bit sheepish when that first goal got overturned. I was worried when that went in at first. I was like, oh, no, I'm in trouble here. I've jigged the lads, but great first half.
Fantastic. Still 100% record. Ipswich have lost theirs, though.
I know. Was it? Did Perot score? I didn't see just yet.
He did. Unfortunately, yes, he did.
Oh, no. Okay.
But then again, look, who needs a striker? All our midfielders are taking turns at scoring, aren't they?
I know, mate. We've seen it a lot. I can definitely see him be a little frustrating at times, but Mavadidi, we're seeing him get a lot of chances all these games, and I know he's scored once already, but I would like to see a bit more of a better finish from him.
Should he have made it 2-0? That's the question.
Yeah, maybe he should have taken on his left, but look, hopefully he can redeem himself in the second half, but he is definitely lively and dangerous, mate, and he's really good at running back defensively too, so...
Yes, yeah. Rene says this could be record breaking. Rene, mate, we've already broken a record. I mean, last week when we won first 4 games, we've never done that in our 180 odd year history. So we're just adding to the record, aren't we, Luke?
Yes, it's awesome, mate. Touch wood. Still got another half to go, but yeah.
Yeah. Luke, the True Red is called Luke as well. Common name, what can I say? But from one Luke to another, hello. We allow. It's the one Forest fan we do allow in here. We do like Luke. We do like Luke. Boris, I'm not sure where you're going with this one. What do you think about this, Luke? 6 years ago today, we were playing Man United away. We lost 2-0, but how far have we fallen? We've fallen one division. I don't think we've fallen that much, have we?
Look, some people will never be happy. Look, considering what we all went through last season, what have you got to complain about? Let's get this rebuild right. Let's come back to the Premier League swinging.
Yeah, exactly. Right, let me just... looks like we might be having trouble connecting with Brad. He's probably getting excited at the Iheanacho assist. Oh, he's here, Brad. The devil are you?
Slowly loading in, mate.
I can't say a word. I can't say a word after my efforts today. Look, Brad, I'll let you reply to Boris as well there. Luke's just had his, he said nobody's ever happy. I mean, how far have we fallen?
Not only as far as we deserve to have fallen. We were terrible last season. We deserve to go down. That's as far as we've fallen. We've not fallen dramatically. I mean, okay, 6 years ago we were playing today we were playing Man United.
Yeah.
Okay. So what? 20 odd years ago we were playing Middlesbrough in the Co Cup final.
In the last 6 years, we've also won the FA Cup and the Community Shield.
This club is currently in this most prolific era since the O'Neill days. Relegation is a blip if the season turns out the way most are expecting it to. Let's enjoy it.
Matthew, I respectfully disagree. Look, my comment, who needs a striker, tongue-in-cheek, mate, to make the point that, Pirlo may have scored, but then we've got midfielders that seem to drop them, bring them in, and they score at the first games back. So, my comment was very much tongue-in-cheek. Top of the league, we certainly are. Look at that. I mean, I said to Luke before, I will come back to you in a second, Luke, but Brad, I mean... Ipswich losing their 100% record. I think there's another team somewhere in the lower divisions, no disrespect to them, I can't remember who it is, that had a 100% record. But it's only us in the top 2 now.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's still 45 minutes to go, and I'm sure Luke's probably feeling the same. I don't know about you, Chris, because you watched it. I had to listen to it, but it sounds like Leicester have got themselves a fortunate one to be in front with how Rotherham have been. But happy days so far. If it continues, mate, I'll take it right now.
Luke, do you want to answer that? You've been watching it.
Yeah, mate. Again, there's certain periods you can see what Enzo's trying to do, and it's just clicking. Like some of that one-touch passing through the middle was so fast and so effective and looked so dangerous. It's just I genuinely really do believe in about 10 to 12 games from now, we are going to start smashing people.
Yeah. Andrea, you asked me that before the game kicked off. I'm watching it in the same place that I was watching it then. It's a stick. You cannot watch it, even if you subscribe to LCFC.com. I don't think you can watch it on there. Brad will agree with me probably. I've got a Fire Stick, mate. That's the only ways you can go. And if you ask me again after the game, I'll give you the same answer again. Top of the league, and Pep's assistant. Pep's in hospital. He could probably do with Enzo. No, you were. If you don't know my sense of humour, but no, I was saying that we don't need a striker because Mavididi scored. Brad, well, no, let me come to you first of all. I thought, like you say, a bit dodgy at the start, went 1-0 down and it wasn't allowed. Obviously, from where I was watching it, I couldn't see anything wrong with it to start with.
Yeah, it was one of them games. It's a game where we kind of expected Rotherham to come at us. They're going to be fearless, and whilst it's been a bit heart in mouth at times, I mean, I know the officials. I mean, that's refreshing, isn't it, Chris? And I know it benefited Leicester, which makes it a bit more sweet. But the fact that we, instead of waiting 6 minutes for a screen to tell him if he handled it or not, he just went to his mate on the sideline, the other human, and went, "Did he?" And he went, "Yeah, he did." And the goal was ruled out. But I maybe thought stupidly that would be the moment that would turn Leicester, switch them on a bit, because they seemed a bit rubbish on possession. I mean, maybe that's credit to Rotherham more than Leicester. But when we got in front, I don't thought the goal would turn it on. But Rotherham have been coming at us. You've got to give them a bit of credit. It's the reason it's only 1-0. But yeah, if when this starts getting even better than what we're seeing, I agree with Luke. We're going to start smashing teams if this is going to keep.
We are like you know. I mean, you were watching with me. It was a bit worrying, but as Brad said there, and the referees, not only did they make the decision like that, but he's letting a lot of things go. Not just this referee in every match. It seems to be that you can actually put a tackle in this league.
I was actually going to mention that. It's been great to watch. I love it. The physicality, getting stuck in. I reckon it's a great brand of football to watch.
It is. And all right, let me. If I go to Brad, he'll just absolutely purr at the fact that Iheanacho set up the assist. But that came out of nothing, and McAteer will get. no, right. McAteer will get the plaudits. We know that, but was it not? I mean, the cross from Iheanacho out of nothing. That's to you, Luke. Sorry.
You're right, mate. That was absolutely top draw. It was sexy. McAteer levitated for that header. I thought it was awesome.
Sexy, Brad. You've got a competitor for your lover Iheanacho.
Right, keep your mitts off, like I said, Crystal Palace. But yeah, I mean, that was the one thing that I think you could sum up how Leicester can be this season. I think it might just show the gap that everybody expected to see between this Leicester side and some of the teams in the Championship is, whilst it hasn't been brilliant, and we certainly haven't by any means necessarily been in control of this game. You know, Rotherham have had their spells and their chances. When it came to have that one bit of magic and have it all click in front of goal, it just did. You know, Mavididi, KDH, Nacho, obviously I'm really happy, gets the assist, and a great finish by a young lad. You know, seems to me we could just pluck them out of nowhere and they like to score goals for us, Chris. We've got, you know, Marcel, we've got Mavididi scoring wingers. Yeah. Who needs this extra striker? We'll just do it with Nacho and Vardy this season. We've got the midfield scoring. It's great.
That's what I was. Well, I think even if we get Daka, we'll still be saying we're going to be doing it with Nacho and Vardy, and I like that.
Well, yeah. To be fair,
Luke. I mean, a lot of, and this is what I love about Nacho. And if he wants to, I mean, if Palace are, I mean, I was on a Palace show the other night, just in the chat, and they were saying, "Give us Ndidi, we can have their winger." Give us Nacho. Sorry, but you think of him as this sort of tall striker or whatever, but my God, I mean, what he did with that ball to set up the goal. I mean, we've joked about Brazilian, but he just got, it was something out of nothing, wasn't it?
It was, mate. He's really good at getting other people involved. You know, he's not just that sole. We used to say that he couldn't play as a sole striker because we were so used to seeing him work really well with another striker and getting other people involved. But I think he's excellent. And also, I don't think he's going to go, mate. It's way too late in the transfer window to do so. You don't want another Voldemort repeat from last season.
Oh, you certainly
He's
got
embracing it.
You've got a friend in Brad.
He's embracing
Brad,
the Voldemort. Love it.
Will Marquez be looking at a false nine at this rate?
Seems that way, mate. Look, he's willing to kind of play to the strengths of the team. One of his first interviews was he had an idea of how he wanted to play, but ultimately he would play the way that benefits the players he's got and what they're capable of doing. And he's probably fallen a little bit on his feet with what he seems to be doing, the way he's transferring certain players, the way he's having players that are adapting to playing that way. Is this just a case of he fits this system and this is now Iheanacho's style, or has this always been Iheanacho's style and he's found a way to unlock it from what he's seen on the training ground? It's good to see, mate. And I kind of agree with Luke. There would be questions asked about Nacho's state of mind or the transfer of Palace in the back of his head if he wasn't picked today. The fact that he's picked for me, I think it's crazy. Even if Palace will give you 30 million or whatever they expect, so the value Leicester hold for him, I would still think it'd be crazy to let him go. And that's not just because he's my favourite; it's because of what he offers and what he's showing.
Yeah,
get that deal signed.
Just to say thank you to Scott for letting me know. It's Gillingham who had the other 100% record, but they are actually 0-0 at the moment with Colchester. So at the moment, I think it'd just be us with 100%. I can't believe this is my team I'm talking about again. The teams aren't out yet, but look, I mean, Luke, I haven't felt. I know Rotherham have made one or two breakaways and they've caught us occasionally, and I think that's the style of play that we're playing. But they haven't worried me at all, Rotherham.
No, I don't feel worried at all. And you can see the composure, like last season, like when that goal, I know it got overturned, but even if it got overturned, last season defense and how we played, you still would have seen that panic and that collapse. And, you don't see that at all. It's like, right, relax, let's get stuck back into it. And also, McAteer, Marcel, Albrighton, how refreshing is it to have all these right wingers and also with potentially this Turkish lad, I'm not going to try and pronounce his name, coming in, like we've got options.
Akgun, actually. I decided I can actually, Akgun, I think it is, Yanis Akgun. I can manage that. It's the other guy we're supposed to be signing, Abdul Fatawu Ishaku. I'll just call him Abdul.
So Abdul then. I was just about to say so Abdul then it'll be. Yeah.
But yeah, it's. I mean, hopefully they're going to be coming in. Yeah. I'm talking about that now. I forgot my next question, Brad. I know it's gone. We'll move on. I'm sure we'll come to something else. I mean, that's what I'm going to say was, and you mentioned it, and I wanted to come back to you on it. I mean, I know Iheanacho wasn't bought by Rodgers, so we can't say blame him for that. But when you look, is it the difference now that we have got a manager that can actually look at players and go in, ooh, that's what you're good at, so I'll have you doing that. They always say, don't they, square pegs in square holes.
Yeah, they do. And I just think it's also the time as well, really. Let's be honest, Chris, we both sat here season upon season for the last few years saying this is going to be the season where we're going to start seeing less of Jamie Vardy. And I think in a weird sort of way, he was maybe brought in on a long-term contract because the idea was to say, look, we're going to try and see if we can work you in it, but Vardy works better alone. You're going to be his predecessor. That's what we're signing you for, to be the number two to him and show us what you can do when you're given the opportunity. Yeah. And this is maybe it. Maybe this is because it's the perfect time.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, they're coming back out.
Are coming out again now. Luke, Thank you so very much, mate. Brad, thank you so very much. I will see you both at full time. And fingers crossed, 100% record and 3 points.
Hopefully.
See you guys soon.
Exactly.
See you soon.
Cheers, guys. Thank you. There we go. Thanks to Luke and thanks to Brad there. Right, let me just run through the half times for you. There we go. That's the one I'm looking for. That's the way to do it. Okay, so the half-time scores as Leicester are about to kick off, all blue, and they are kicking now from left to right at Rotherham with the home side that are kicking from right to left. Red shirts, white shorts, red socks. So the half-times as we ran through it: Birmingham 1, Plymouth 0. Can you hear the thunder at this end, guys? Cardiff 1, Sheffield Wednesday 0. Coventry 0, Sunderland 0. Huddersfield 0, Norwich 2. Ipswich 2, Leeds 3. Ipswich fighting back there. Millwall 1, Stoke 0. Preston 0, Swansea 1. Rotherham 0, Leicester 1. Southampton 1, QPR 1. And West Brom 2, Middlesbrough 1. Not sure, does anybody know what the score was last night? Because I missed that. I forgot they were playing, if I'm honest with you. So, Leicester need a second goal. And I think that's not just this game. 1-1 was it? Cheers, Aaron. Thank you. We do need the second goal, but that's not just Leicester. That's not just this game. I think any team that's 1-0 up will always say they need the second goal. We've got thunder here in Dorset. And the rain's starting to come down now. But as they always say, Gordon needs it. So Leicester now in the centre circle. Faze. McAteer. Oh, indeed. No, he doesn't even get the throw in. He loses it, doesn't get the throw in. Well, that's really coming down now, weather-wise. A Bournemouth at home. Oh, wow, that's bouncing. That is bouncing. So there's a bit of a midfield kickabout here at the moment. Oh, Vestergaard not taking any chances, just boots it out there. Probably for the best, if I'm honest with you. Oh, Blackett, I recognise that name. Yeah, he gave the penalty away in our 5-3, if you remember. That Ujoa went on to score the 5th goal when we played Man United, our first season up in the in the Premier League. Wow, that's a name, a blast from the past. A pass there from Rotherham, but it's played back to Hermadson, who plays it straight back out very nicely. There's no panic about this side. That's what I'm looking at. Even when they're playing it back to the goalkeeper looks confident in the way he's playing. Something that probably Everson and Ward didn't do last year. You know, they're playing the way that that Rodgers wanted them last year, but they didn't look confident. Where Hermadson, I think, is because he's more of that sort of a player. And I think he's kind of more used to it, I guess. So Leicester now coming for... Oh, a lovely ball. Pereira across the far side. Mavadidi plays it in. Oh, Leicester, no. He kicked it against the Rotherham player and it comes out. Oh, look, he got away with that. That was a naughty challenge there. We got away with it. He didn't make contact. We've got Tranmere Tuesday night, guys. We'll be doing a watch along on that. Not sure whether it's going to be on TV or not. I haven't heard anything yet. I don't know if anybody else knows about that. Oh, now Iheanacho does a lovely run forward here from a Leicester player. That's an awful cross. Awful cross. Iheanacho, not one of Nacho's best moments, unfortunately. Tottenham have beaten Bournemouth 2-0 in the Premier League. Man United have got the equaliser against Nottingham Forest now. Man United 2, Nottingham Forest 2. The corner to Rotherham. Vestergaard putting it out for the corner. Jeff, sir, I don't know how much that is. My God, I just pooed myself. 2,500 Philippine whatevers. Thank you, sir, very, very much. No idea what it is, but I do appreciate, I'm grateful for all the donations that people make. Jeff, you are a gentleman, sir. Is it Philippine dollars? Yeah, they're back now. Yeah, it's not pounds, Gray. It's not pounds. Don't panic. And there's another corner. Saying Iheanacho got a touch on it, so it's out for a corner. Aaron, you seem to just be here to wind everybody up because you're complaining about all the Leicester players that are very good. So, your opinion, but I'm not agreeing with them. Yes. Jeff likes me, but I don't think he likes me that much. But Jeff, no, I really, really, really do appreciate that. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. And it's another corner from the corner. Fulham 1-0 up at Arsenal. Brentford 1-0 up at Palace. There's another. Oh, this time it's a goal kick. It was a good corner. The Rotherham player got up, headed it, but it was wide and to the left of Hermansson's goal. So Rotherham, they're certainly having more of the ball in this first second half, the first period of the second half. Rotherham are pressing. Oh, it's in. It's 1-1. It's 1-1. 52 minutes gone. The cross comes in. Soft goal to give away, I think. Aaron, I hope you didn't put that before I shouted. Does anybody know, did Aaron put that up before I announced it? Because if it has, Aaron, you're gone. Yeah, Jeff, no worries at all, mate. I really do appreciate it. The ball came in. I don't even think it was a clean header. In off the post. Okay, James, thank you. James said no, he didn't. So, They're saying Madison should have come for it. So, how will Leicester respond now? At the moment, nobody's got their 100% record. My 4-0's gone out the window. Definitely. Yeah, but like we said, we're away from home, James, and every team's going to be treating us like Man United, if you like. You know, we are the Man United of the Championship at the moment. You know, we're the ones that have got the Premier League trophy, or the FA Cup, the Community Shield. I think it was more the goalkeeper, James. Maybe he should have come for it, but it is 1-1 as things stand. That's got the Rotherham crowd going. I'm not going to lie on that one. There's a Rotherham throw at the far side. They've got the tails up now. Let's have a look where we are. Leicester get the free kick, finally. That was coming. I think everybody's having a go at Dewsbury Hall there. Leicester now are down to third. We're not even in the top two due to goal difference. Norwich and Birmingham and Leicester 1, 2 and 3, all the cities. But now Rotherham have got the tail. They got the... Oh, it's a lovely ball from Rotherham down the far side. Can anybody pick him up? He's come... Oh, what a poor cross from Rotherham. Cross come shot come rubbish. Aaron, Iheanacho scored, mate. Check your facts. Iheanacho has scored. Or was that against Burton? We do, Jeff. We do. I must admit, though, it didn't do Man City too much harm when they played. They didn't have a proper striker. I think they won the Premier League that season. I could be wrong. Somebody remind me. Did Boris? That is your answer to everything. McAteer brings the ball across. Oh, it's too high for anybody, and the throw-in goes out on the far side to Rotherham. Yeah, your answer to everything, Boris. Or Brighton's warming up. There's action coming up here from Enzo. It does look like he is actually warming Vardy up, actually. Enzo's head was in the way, but I think that was Vardy he was talking to. Fair enough, Aaron. So 58 minutes gone. Our first change coming from Leicester. Nacho is off. Vardy is on. So Vardy's coming on. Oh, we're going to see some action from Vardy. Will Vardy score? So throw it to Leicester on the far side. Oh, a lovely ball there from Rotherham, but Faze has it covered. McAteer. Oh, this is great defending from Leicester. Faze will go back to Hermanson in the goal. I saw somebody else was warming up. I think all Brighton, Aaron. So I don't know if that's going to be Ndidi or not, but So Rotherham have the ball now on the near side. That went through a lot of Leicester players to get that far. But now it's Norwich, what am I saying? Rotherham playing it right across the field from one side to the other. No Leicester tackle coming in at the moment, but that's an awful ball, and Faze should let that run out. Yes, he does. Leicester goal kick. I don't think Winks has been as influential as he normally is. But at the moment, we are looking at 1-1. Oh, we've lost it now. Oh, it's going to be 2. No, what a save! What a save! Wow. Wow. It's out for a Leicester corner now on the near side. So Faze comes up. Vestergaard's coming up. It's a short corner. Winks to McAteer. McAteer, what's he going to do now? He's crossed it over. Oh, but it's straight to the arms of the Rotherham goalkeeper. So just to update you on the scores. Birmingham 1, Plymouth 1. Cardiff 1, Sheffield Wednesday 0. Coventry 0, Sunderland 0. Huddersfield 0, Norwich 3. Ipswich 2, Leeds 3. Millwall 1, Stoke 0. Preston 0, Swansea 1. Rotherham 1, Leicester 1. Southampton 1, QPR 1. West Brom 3, Middlesbrough 1. So Leicester now have gone back up to second, and Birmingham have gone back down to fourth. So we're back into the top 2, guys. So it's all Rotherham now. They have taken control. They are playing some nice football, Rotherham. McAteer gets a tackle in there, a good tackle as well. Goes out for a throw in. At the moment, I've got to say, this is another Rotherham. Oh, a long ball in, but Hermansen comes out and claims it. Dewsbury Hall on the ball. Plays out to the far side to Mavadidi. Checks back. Dewsbury Hall on the ball now. Ndidi. Dewsbury Hall on the ball again. Chips it in. Oh, doesn't quite find play, but they can't click it out. This time McAteer on the near side, but he's offside. He's offside. But this is another Rotherham. This is not the Rotherham. So, not feeling as comfortable as I was at half time. I'm going to be honest with you. And fair play to Rotherham. Fair play. Oh, now didn't quite fall for McAteer. Actually, it would have been through on goal, but ball didn't quite fall for him. But Leicester now on the near side. So Faye's on the ball, brings it forward. Oh, played indeed short there. Nobody thought Rotherham would get anything in the pre-match predictions. Dewsbury Hall in space. Is he going to try one of his rockets? Oh! He was just waiting for the right moment to get here and take a shot. So it's a corner on the near side to Leicester. Dewsbury Hall takes it. Oh, it's a header there from Ndidi, I think it was, but it goes well over. Jeff, I hope so. I hope we are. Yeah, I mean, James, if we do see a lot of, I'll take it. I'll take it. Look, if we're not playing 100% and we're still getting the points. Again, Vardy's not done much since he's come on. Only been on 6 minutes, in fairness. Yeah, it was a bad pass from Leicester. Played Ricardo in trouble there. And it's out with Rotherham on the near side, on the edge of the box, on the near side. Just brings it forward. He's looking for the cross. Plays it back so it can be chipped in. It is chipped in. And it's an awful header there from Rotherham. It's over the bar. Early days, but I don't see what Vardy's done. Casadari is coming on. Ethan, wait for me to just sort of say it, but he is coming on now. Indeed, he off. This is on 67 minutes. And Casadari is on. Yeah, Vardy there. It's gone Rotherham's way, the throw in. Wasn't the best of passes to him, but he fought for the ball. Didn't really get much that time, not his fault. So it's a throw into Rotherham on the far side. Midway, halfway in their half. It's a long throw in. It's high. It comes down. It's Leicester. Now, Casardi was the... it's a long ball through, but straight to the goalkeeper. Casardi, when he came on last time, well, he made all the difference, didn't he, with his last-minute goal? Can he create some magic in this game? That's what we're going to be asking. Yeah, I think you could be right, Aaron. Oh, Vardy, is he offside? Oh, he doesn't get the ball anyway. Yes, he was. That was tight. Oh, Cassidy, just the ball didn't quite strong enough for... McAteer ran out of space, I think, really. That was the trouble. It was a lovely ball through. So, Rotherham now on the near side. They think they can still get something from this. Oh, Not sure who punched who headed there, but a defender and Hermansen both went up for it. They're definitely back in this now, Rotherham, obviously. Oh, there's nobody in there to nod it in for Rotherham, thankfully. Leicester just can't get it away at the moment, but now it's offside, is it? And a free kick to Leicester. 60-40% possession in Leicester's favour. 9 shots to 7. Norwich have gone 3-0 up at Huddersfield. Southampton have gone 2-1 up at QPR. West Brom 3, Middlesbrough 1. Southampton are now above us. They are up into second. Leicester down to third. 71 minutes gone. Substitutions here. A couple of them coming for Rotherham. So Green is off for Rotherham. Apaya is on for Rotherham. They're going for it. Yeah, Apaya, I think he used to play for Hull, didn't he? Also off, Hugill is off for Rotherham. And Eves is on for Rotherham. But Leicester lose out there. They're going for every ball in, really fighting for it, Rotherham. They feel they can get something from this. Rotherham at the moment are out of the bottom 3. Huddersfield replaced them in the bottom 3. This will be Rotherham's second point of the season if they can hold on. Maybe that says how better Leicester should be doing. But 72 minutes gone. It's 1-1. Nobody went for the draw. Oh, Vardy, poor boy. Took a one from Mavididi there. But it was a poor... We tried a 1-2 and it was a poor ball back from Vardy. But Leicester now have it on the far side. Have it on the inside. Still doing the small, short passes. It's over to Faze this time on this side of the field, the near side. Again, Leicester playing some pretty short passes, but we get a free kick there. Some of our passes are a little bit short. Welcome back, Gray. No, we're not panicking though, Aaron. But I know what you're saying. There isn't that urgency, but we're not panicking. Poor ball from Faze, but it comes off a Rotherham player for a Leicester throw-in. Given to Ricardo to take the throw-in. 73 minutes gone. We're up into the last 15 minutes. Oh, lovely turn and held onto the ball by Faze. Plays it into Winks. Been a bit quiet in this game, Winks. Plays it out to Faze, who doesn't control it at all, but it ends up with Casadini. Back into Faze. Faze has a shot. He hasn't scored at the right end for Leicester, I don't think, yet, has he? But look, it's a throw into Leicester on the near side. Almost adjacent, just a bit further in on the penalty box. A 1-2 from Ricardo for that. McAteer now brings it infield. Harry Winks there. Oh, a poor ball again from Winks. Just plays it to a Rotherham defender. And Rotherham can break now on the far side. Ah, that's gone out. It's a Leicester throw. Very quickly taken. So it's Faze. Casadei back to Hermansen. Yeah, and it's the last 15 minutes we are just about going into. That's it. You see, lifting, you give it out, you get it back. It's all banter. It's all banter. McAteer controlled that well. So it was a high ball. He took it down. He kept control. And Leicester have got it, looking to try and break into this Rotherham. Then we have a defence. Can we have another late winner from Leicester? Norwich are 3-0 up at Huddersfield. I don't know if I've said that at all. Oh, that's going to be a free kick, surely, yes. Free kick quite central there. Just further than halfway into the Rotherham half. Ricardo stands over it, takes a short one back. Vestergaard. Winks has got the ball now, starting to get a little bit more back into the game. Back to Vestergaard. Back to Winks. Oh, this is a lovely ball. Can he get it across? Oh. It was a lovely ball. I think he kept it in to cross it. But Leicester coming forward on the near side now. Cassidy plays it in. He was closed down though, but they haven't got it away yet. Well, Leicester still coming. Vardy, oh. No, in fact, sorry, it was Doyle. Sorry. So it's a goal kick now. Birmingham 1, Plymouth 1. Cardiff 1, Sheffield Wednesday 1. Coventry, Sunderland 0-0. Huddersfield 0, Norwich 3. Ipswich 2, Leeds 3. They can't get that equaliser. Millwall 1, Stoke 0. Preston 2, Swansea 1. Rotherham and Leicester, we're watching it, is 1-1. Southampton still leading QPR 2-1. And West Brom still 3-1 up at Middlesbrough. Leicester have it in the centre circle now. Play it out to the far side. Time's running out for Leicester. That's going to be a free kick to Leicester. No, he's allowed play on Leicester, the referee. Oh, it comes out now. Leicester have got it in the far side. But the Leicester have kept it in. Oh, Leicester got it into the box. Oh, right-footed shot there. But it's straight at the, well, not straight at the goalkeeper. Had to go over Mavididi there. Cassidy has made a huge difference since he came on. So the Rotherham player down. I have to go off here, the Rotherham player. This will obviously be adding an injury time on. So, they're going to just over 10 minutes of normal time left to try and get something. Yes, Steve, we do. We do indeed. I think Rotherham are going to have to make a substitution. Somebody stripping off at the side. He's up. He's up. No, the Rotherham player. No, I think he's going to be subbed. They're not taking any chances. So number 27, yeah, he doesn't look. He's hobbling a little bit. Is the midfielder for Rotherham. Number 27 there, off for Rotherham. Gets a pat on the backside. Is that allowed from the manager? That's a change. Let's just wait for the names to come up. So off is Teamy. Chris Teamy. And on is Coyote for Rotherham. 80 minutes. There's going to be some stoppage time for that. Jeff, yeah, I think you're right. Rotherham have definitely been the stronger team in the second half. Oh, Leicester managed to intercept it and clear it. Winks controls it. Over to Mivididi on the far side. Oh, tricks his way past the Rotherham player. Still got it. Oh, lovely ball off Dewsbury Hall. Oh, does it in, but it doesn't quite fall for Vardy. Vardy tried to left-footed shot it into the net, but he was closed down by the Rotherham defender. It was a good move from Leicester. It's a throw into Leicester on the far side. Vardy, what's going on here? It's chipped over. Cassidy gets the header in, but it's down into the ground and up into the arms of the Rotherham goalkeeper. Preston leading Swansea 2-1. Leeds are now got another goal against Ipswich. Leeds are now 4-2 up. In fairness, I'm surprised they have the start that they had, but they've had a lot of player unrest, haven't they? Players refusing to play for them. Throw into Leicester on the far side. Vestergaard to Hermansen. Harry Winks out. Doyle on the far side. Bad ball in again. It's one of those two of those balls haven't been very good. Leicester now. Move coming forward in the centre of the pitch. Cassidy to McAteer. He's going to play it back to Cassidy. Yes, he is. Number 7. Been influential since he's come on. But this is all pretty play, but we need to get the goal. McAteer. Oh, what a goal! That's it! Get in, Leicester! McAteer gets his second! Yes! 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 Wow! What a goal from the youngster! 82 minutes, I think. 83 minutes. Oh, superb goal. What a goal. What a goal. You see, you don't have to panic. Don't panic, Mr. Mannering. The ball it was a lovely ball across. Not sure who played it across. Somebody will tell me. What a goal. It came out to number 5. That was from Doyle. Doyle, his first touch to take it down, pulled it across onto his left foot. Wow. "2-1 to Leicester." Whoa! Thank you very much. No, that's why he was picked for the team. Wow. What a goal. I mean, we don't score tap-ins, do we? Although, all right, we did last week, Cash a Day, but you know what I mean? Oh, 2-1 to Leicester. This is what they want. No, oh, claiming for handball. Leicester got 2 players down. Rotherham were claiming handball. Didn't get it though. I read that as we are staying up then. Let's have a look. Oh. Faze goes down. Vestergaard's gone down. Faze and Vestergaard both went down. Faze is up. Faze is hobbling a little bit. It's a drop ball. It's a drop ball, I think. Wow. Wow. 2-1 to Leicester. Norwich have gone 4-0 up at Huddersfield. We are top of the league as it stands. West Brom 3, Middlesbrough 2. Dewsbury Hall coming away here. Oh, is that a free kick? Yes, it is. The referee says yes, it is. And a free kick and a booking for Rotherham as well. Probably deserved. I think the Rotherham player knew what he was doing. Wow. 15 shots from Leicester. Faze comes back on, but there's a couple of substitutions for Leicester. We're going to see James Justin. Chowdhury, I think, and Justin coming on for Leicester. Could be, Lifty. Could be. I think Everton, I think they're not had a good start. Don't know what they're doing today, but they're looking awful, to be honest with you. Dewsbury Hall is going off. Dewsbury Hall off. Dewsbury Hall off. Chowdhury is on. And McAteer is off. And Justin is on. So obviously he's going to try and tighten things up here. Oh, this now. Oh, that was. I was going to say, this is better from Leicester and we play it out. I have no idea. I would tend to say, I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't 10 for the stoppages. Everton losing to Wolves? Bloody hell, that takes some doing this season. Now Leicester. That's another free kick. No, he's giving it to Rotherham. Oh. Leicester top on 12 points. Norwich second on 10. Southampton third on 10. How are Gillingham doing? Well, it does make you wonder if we do make these signings on the wing, these youngsters. So Rotherham now. So Rotherham now coming forward, trying to get a point at the last minute. Oh, Doyle, a good reception. Oh, that's got it. Oh! He pulled his shirt back and that was a booking. He's lucky that was in the Leicester half. If he'd let it go on a little bit further, I think that could have been a red card. But again, there was another player covering, but Vardy could have been away there. But Cameron Humphreys pulling Vardy's shirt. 8 minutes. It's 8 minutes. Scott was right. I think Scott said 8 or 9 minutes, didn't you, Scott? And of course, go on, Turtles. Come on. You know you want to. Anybody check how Gillingham are doing for me? Free kick to Leicester. Oh no. Free kick to Rotherham. The Rotherham goalkeeper comes forward to take the free kick almost, well, it's on line with the centre circle, just a little bit further over on the far side. He takes the free kick, high up into the air. Faze gets a header out. Is it Faze or Fast? I'm saying Faze. The guy's saying Fast, but it's F-A-E-S. I mean, that's Faze. 15 shots, like I say, for Leicester. 7 on target. The throw into Leicester. Oh, no, throw into Rotherham, sorry. Leicester were claiming a free kick, but it's a throw into Leicester. 91 minutes. None of the games are finishing dead on 90, I have to say. 6 more for Leicester to hold on. Gillingham are 3-0 down. Thank you, Ethan. And thank you, Luke. That means I think there's only us with 100% then, isn't there? So it's a free kick to Leicester. Manson gets a yellow card for time wasting. So Leicester just trying to eat some time up here, methinks. Oh, Justin! Oh, he went forward. The goalkeeper kicked it against him, and I thought it might have rebounded into the goal, but it didn't. It rebounded out for a throw-in. It's in the Rotherham box at the moment, which is where we want it, ladies and gentlefolk. Winks now. Coming into the game more, well, has been in the game more. With 4 minutes into the 8. Winks gets a throw in for Leicester. Come on now, Leicester. Just don't do anything silly. "96 minutes. 96 minutes. 2 minutes to hold on. 2 minutes to hold on. Cassidy turning around, even turns around the referee, plays it over to this near side. Rotherham, it's 96 minutes. 96 and a half minutes. Chowdhury now turns on the ball, plays it out here to Justin. Plays it back to Faze, whatever you want to call him. Don't do anything silly now, guys. Chowdhury's on the ball. Cross to McAteer. No, it's not. It's across to Vestergaard. What am I saying? On the far side then now. We're into... Oh, it's 96 minutes now. Sorry, I must have been advanced. Full-time, Coventry and Sunderland are 0-0. And Preston have beaten Swansea 2-1. Oh, it's a poor pass there from Justin. But then again, he's going to be a little bit ring rusty, isn't he? But cut out there by Faze. Across. Callum Doyle with the ball. There's a little bit 1-2 there. Yeah, some Rotherham of the fans are leaving. They've seen enough. A lot of the games are still going on here. There's a lot of games here with 5 minutes, 4 minutes extra time. Sheffield Wednesday got 8 minutes as well against Cardiff. At Cardiff, Birmingham hosting Plymouth, they got another 7 minutes. Birmingham and Cardiff, both home teams winning. Yeah, Leicester are literally just playing it out, but we lose out and it's a throw into Rotherham. 97 and a quarter minutes gone. Well, 97 minutes, 20 seconds now. You know what I mean. We are nearly there. I've got to get my thing out ready, guys. You can hear the Leicester fans singing Hey Jude. It's a Rotherham to get the ball up, but it's a Leicester throw. We're back to the last 10 seconds. Will there be any more time? There can't be long left now. Leicester have it. Oh, Mavadidi was offside there. We're into the 98th minute now. Oh, it's all over! Yes! Rotherham 1, Leicester City 2. There we go, full time. Oh, who cares whether, how, or whatever we do. We are the only, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, we are the only unbeaten side in all 4 divisions. We are top of the league. Say, we are top of the league. Say, we are top of the league. Daily Dose of Leicester, hello, how are you? Gray, another great win. Another late winner, Lifty, I don't care. We can score in the 124th minute, I don't care as long as we win. There it is. Right, I am going off for a little. Luke's come in. Just having to ask Luke to bear with me because I've not had a wee or a drink in about 2 hours. So look, full time, and we'll be right back. I'll be right back when I've emptied my bladder.
The Premier League? That's so last season. It's all about the Championship here on LTID TV.
Now that's what I call football.
You hit the right spot.
The TalkSport Fan Network is the ultimate on-demand destination for the UK's best fan-led football podcasts,
including Leicester Till I Die, independent analysis and reaction for the Foxes faithful.
The TalkSport Fan Network.
Unbeatable club-dedicated content created by the fans, for the fans.
Follow the podcast on the TalkSport Fan Network.
Indeed. Hello, welcome along. Brad trying to... Premature presentation, I think we call it there. Trying to get in a little bit early. It is final score. We've done it again. Rotherham 1, Leicester City 0. Sorry, Leicester City 2. We are top of the league. Say we are top of the league. Excuse me if I'm eating and drinking here. It has just gone 5 o'clock. I haven't eaten today. And the coffee that I was drinking, I've still got some left of here, or tea actually, was the one I made myself when I was awake at 8 o'clock before I went back to sleep. So we're all... anyway, look, 2-1. Let's invite everybody back in. There we go. He's a bit small there, but let me bring him back. Luke, wow, what a game.
What a game, mate. I was a bit nervous for a little while, but now we pulled it off.
Yeah, I'm very nervous. I was very nervous. Brad, we did it again.
Yeah, that's all that counts at the end of the full-time whistle. It was nervy, and it certainly wasn't brilliant at times to watch. Although I think we really got ahead of a hold on the game late on. I thought I was a bit nervous about today because we weren't the favourites for a change, but by hook or by crook, mate, great teams find a way to win when they're not the best. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. It's done the job, and that's what matters. 3 points, top of the league.
Some of the games are still going on, by the look of it. I don't know whether the BBC are just behind. Birmingham 2, Plymouth 1, Cardiff 2, Sheffield Wednesday 1, Coventry 0, Sunderland 0, Huddersfield 0, Norwich 4, Ipswich 2, so they've lost, and Leeds 4, so they've lost their record. Millwall 1-1-0 against Stoke. Preston 2-1 winners against Swansea. Southampton beat QPR 2-1, and West Brom beat Middlesbrough 4-2. And of course, Luke, Leicester beat Rotherham. But my God, like you say, I think that was sort of the nervous I've been all season.
Yeah, I know there was definitely a brief period where I was definitely really worried, but we finished that last probably 5 to 10 minutes was just almost rude how much we kept possession. So we got the win, we held out, and I think that, like Brad said, that's all that matters. We got the 3 points.
And Brad, only team with 100% record now. As Gillingham lost.
Yeah, Gillingham taking a kick in, Ipswich suffering a setback. Leicester have opened up an albeit a small, but a gap early doors at the top of the league. You can't ask for it to go any better. Like Luke said, 5 out of 5 now. And again, probably 25% into Enzo ball because it wasn't the prettiest at times, but getting the job done, mate. You need it in this division. You've got to grind out results. We've always said that, and that's something that we're doing.
And I'm going to talk about the second half in a second, but at times, Luke, it wasn't pretty from Leicester. Our passes weren't coming off, were they?
No, they weren't. And that goal that went in, this is why Vestergaard irritates me. Like someone tell him, we know you're tall, but you can jump.
Be careful now. Be careful if you're talking about the love machine that is Yannick.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, we got it back together, but really frustrating for about 10 to 15 minutes. I was like, I didn't feel like we were going to pull one back, So,
I mean, go on now. I mean, all joking aside, thoughts on Vestergaard? Was he to blame for that goal? Because I mean, on the commentary that I was watching, Jerry Taggart was blaming Mads Hermansen for not coming out. Luke, sorry.
Yeah. Sorry, mate. I wasn't sure. I definitely, I thought it was poor, but at the same time, like he was probably expecting Vestergaard to at least try and jump, get a hit on it. But still, I guess you got to be ready for anything.
Oh, indeed. Brad, I'm gonna take some brickbats for this. I know, but had we not won this, I wouldn't have been disappointed.
No, I don't think you could have been if you take it off the performance. I think it was, another one of them where, you wouldn't argue the opposition fans saying they felt they deserved something from the game, but this is how you need to be in the Championship. And I know people will say that for most divisions, which is true of this caliber, but you really need to be able to dig in, hold out, regain control of that game, and that was the important thing because yes, Rotherham got the early goal. I think that shows us that Leicester aren't going to change the ways, whether it's 1-0 down, 1-1 or 1-0 up. They're going to play the same way. They're going to try and be patient and show the patience and show their quality when they get the opportunities and really take them. I mean, I've yet to see it by all accounts, so McAteer's goal was a wonderful finish. It certainly sounded that way. If that's something you can do, it definitely sounded like a good goal, so I'm looking forward to watching it back. Maybe a few times if it's that good, but like I said, Chris, it's a cliche, but I'll say good teams can win when they're doing well. Great teams win when they're not really at the races yet, and Leicester found a way yet again to find a winner, and that's ultimately what's the talking point.
Yeah,
because a draw would have been a fair result.
Yeah, Rene, you mentioned it 4 times that you called it right. We get it, all right? You don't have to. I kind of say to people, look, if you put something up and I don't put your post up, then live with it. Don't keeping reposting it just pisses me off. So, Rene, take a break, mate. We get the fact that you got it right, all right? I put it up. Just calm down. I think that we're on the verge of a big defeat. But let's not be. I mean, a couple of people have been negative in there, and I get it, Luke, because, like I say, in that second half, you can't argue that Rotherham weren't the better team. But I do feel at some point, and somebody said this earlier, not sure it was, that we are going to get a win, a huge win, anytime soon.
I can definitely feel it coming. We are creating a lot of chances, even in the patches that we are frustrating. There are still a lot of opportunities there where Mavididi should have put it away. I said it before, and I will say it again. He is definitely a huge threat going forward, but I would love to see his finishing quality just be a touch better, because I think there's about 2 opportunities that he could have put it away, but maybe I'm just being harsh.
Yeah, I mean, I think if we'd lost, then we would have been maybe looking at those missed opportunities with a little bit of a different slant on them. But yeah, Stuart, it's an awesome finish. Ronald McDonald says, Big Mac and fries, I'm on him tonight. Right, we're all down to McDonald's. I'm going to take a screenshot. Look, you said we can have a free Big Mac and fries. I might have to have a takeaway, actually. I'm starving, not eating all day. Brad, I'm going to say a few things, Brad, and it's difficult because I know I say you've not actually watched it, but listening to it, could you tell that Rotherham literally was a game of 2 halves?
Yeah, it really was. It felt like, Leicester were a bit slow out the second half. And I get it. This isn't going to cater to everybody's fancy, but I think it's something we've seen now where in all 3 scenarios, Leicester don't tend to come out the blocks racing for the second half. I think they want to make sure or do their best to see out that first 10-15 minutes. And this is the first time that hasn't worked. Let's remember Coventry set piece aside. Actually, I forgot about that one. I thought that was in the first half, but it's something that he's clearly going to stick to. But the second half just felt a lot more comfortable for Leicester than it was in the first half. It just sounded like a half where, yes, Rotherham had their little moments, but apart from the miscommunication between Vestergaard and Hermadsen aside, Rotherham didn't have too many clear-cut opportunities like it sounded more they had in the first half.
Yeah, obviously, like I say, and I accept that it's really, really hard when you're not able to actually watch it. But for me, Luke, I thought Rotherham were a different team in the second half. And if anybody was going to score the winner, I would have actually put it on Rotherham.
I was actually getting worried for a little bit that we were going to concede again. Like I said, yeah, definitely about a 10 to 15 minute period where it was just like we just lost control. But we've still got a lot of time to work with Enzo Maresca. You know, the transfer window still isn't concluded. We still don't know who's going in and out. But I reckon like 6 to 8 more matches, somewhere around that mark, and it's going to click.
I mean, this is it, Brad, isn't it? I mean, somebody was saying, having a dig about Leicester in the game, and I'm saying, look, we are 5 games into the season here. Enzo is trying to still put his mark on it. There are players still trying to get used to his way of playing, and if we're doing this after 5 games, when it all clicks, and I think it was Lifty that said, like, how would we fare against, if we were in the Premier League, how would we do in the Premier League? And I said we'd still be getting walloped because our defence, and I said this last few games, looks dodgy at times. And I think the better class of teams that you get in the Premier League would actually make it a lot harder for us than the level of teams we're playing in the Championship.
Well, yeah, but that's just natural progression. That's what we're hoping to build from this team. Yeah, exactly. So it's not really a comparison. And I'd ask these people then that maybe are getting a bit gripey with it. And I can understand it a little bit today because Rotherham really came at us. But what did you expect? Did you expect Enzo's football to be straight 100% from the off unless we're going to walk the division beating everybody 4-0? We've got no divine right to win this division despite the strength of our squad. What was it last season we were saying, Chris? We hate the expression "you're too good to go down" because no team's too good to go down. No team's got a divine right to just stroll to a division. No. It might happen, but they have no divine right to. And what would you rather see? Leicester win games ugly, 2-1s against Rotherham's, 2-1s against Cardiff's, or would you rather see 7 points on the board and being about 8th right now? Because, like you said, Chris, if this is like the 20% that he talked about that we're seeing, I'm happy to get it feels like I'm getting trailers to what we're going to see once it's clicking, because Leicester have been playing this season so far in snippets. And when they show us what they do with Enzo ball at free flow, Chris, that's where we get our goals and our golden opportunities from. And that's when you see the little snippets of what it could be like under 90 minutes. I mean, right now, we're getting 20 minutes of it. So we just need to be patient with it. Still 5-5. It's still top of the league. Yeah, exactly. And as you can see there, it's looking good. Luke, you're way too young to remember the Liverpool of the 70s. You're but a wee whippersnapper. I think I've got scars older than you. But the Liverpool team of the 70s, and I've said this quite a few times over the years, it was a joy to watch them, but they never panicked. There was never any sort of, yes, we made changes on the 60th minute, but that would come, I think, whatever the score. That's when most managers like to make that. We know certainly Brendan used to. But the thing with the Liverpool side of the 70s, if they were down, losing 1-0, 2-1, whatever, they didn't panic because they knew the chances would come and that they would have the players, that could take advantage of that. And I think it's the same with Leicester. At 1-1, I never saw any panic on the bench. The changes that were made on the 60th minute and the 67th minute, I think, were sort of made anyway. Then obviously the late 2 changes were sort of, to take up time. But there isn't that panic. And I don't think we need to panic, do we? Because I think we just need to carry on doing what we're doing. And it seems to come right.
100%. That's massive. First of all, Brad was spot on of what he said with just starting that 20% and pretty much a brand new team and like a lot of it and a new coach, new system. So, but that panic is huge because last season it just was shocking. And I'm sick of talking about last season now because I could rant about it for hours if you let me, but I'd rather just move forward now. But it's just been a joy to watch. And I want to see this rebuild. Yeah, I know we're not playing in the Premier League and Premier League sides, but I'd rather do this rebuild down here and build some confidence in the lads and go up and do it right.
Yeah, and look, Brad, we know we would not be playing this way with these players if we were still in the Premier League, because we'd have kind of maybe tried to keep hold of players that we really needed to, and obviously by coming down did get rid of. But it does, as I say, I've said it again till I'm blue in the face, it does remind me when we went down to League One, but it is a rebuilding process, and at the moment it's looking very good.
Yeah, it is, and I don't know. I mean, would Enzo have come in? We don't know. But if we're sticking with the hypothetical that Enzo does become a manager if we stayed up last season or not, I wouldn't have been surprised if the way things panned out in terms of signings and outgoings would have really have changed. I think yes, maybe a few might have tried to may have impressed and earned a contract. We don't know, but I'm just enjoying what I'm seeing, Chris. Like Luke, I'm sick of talking about last season. It's done with. Let's move on. It was a miserable time. Let's enjoy what the future holds, because I always say with football, you've got to enjoy the moments that are good. Like when we won the FA Cup, you've got to enjoy it. When you play in Europe, enjoy it, because they don't last. This is why we're in the Championship, because them good moments we just had didn't last, and it's just a case of enjoying it, and long may it continue, because I'm enjoying what I'm seeing on the pitch, and that togetherness is back. I just feel there's a togetherness back in the dressing room, something that felt like it'd been torn apart a bit last season. I've seen a few, players coming back together and to mould. I'm happy with what I'm seeing.
Yeah, no, definitely. Luke, I mean, you've obviously, I say, you've watched the game. The buyers are playing into it. The players are even buying into it, aren't they? As well, they seem to have taken it on board, and it's all. And I don't want to keep mentioning, like you say, last season, but at least we seem to have a manager that the players are listening to.
I know he's got a real good influence on these lads, especially the young fellas, McAteer, and also Marcel. Like, we're talking about getting this Turkish guy in again, and we're going to say his name. And
go on, say it.
We've now got 2 youth academy products, competing for a spot. This is great, and I think that Enzo's brought in some players that we're really fortunate to get in the Championship League as it is, and these players, like McAteer again, or Marcel, these are players, or Thomas, that we could want out on loan. Instead of having out on loan in the league below, if we had stayed up, we've got him working with Enzo, who's been renowned for being a great coach. These are all but positive things moving forward.
Yeah, they definitely are. Second half, Brad, they scored early on. I'm just trying to look at what the minutes was. I think it was the same. I mean, did I make a note of it? I don't even think I made a note of it. I was that annoyed at it. But I thought Winks had a quiet game. How did it sound on the radio?
Yeah, the three in the midfield were a bit sparse in getting the ball, it felt, or at least that's when Leicester were getting caught out. I think credit to Rotherham, a fair few times the passes were read, and I think that's what enforced the change. I think maybe Iheanacho coming off was done a little bit earlier. I think it was about 56, 57th minute, and I don't know if that was maybe a jump in Maresca's, like, we need to change this up a bit because it's not quite working. I know he got the assist and that was great, but it just seems that they were reading our plays a little bit, and that shows, another thing he brings to us is we actually have a little bit of diversity in the squad to change it up a little bit, because it obviously then led to Leicester kind of taking this thing out of the game. They changed the way they were going just a little bit. It wasn't much, but they tweaked it a little bit to how to get in behind Rotherham, and that man you've put up there bags as the winner. So yeah.
I mean, would you agree with that, Luke? Obviously, you watched it. Alan has just messaged me. He picks our man of the match. I love this winning feeling. Can I just say, right, I am not saying this. I'm just going to go large screen here. I do want to see your two guys' faces. This is Alan, who was at the match live, and what he said was, and you're smiling now, Luke, so I think you know what's coming. But it says here, "Hi, Chris. I love this winning feeling. Was going to give it to Vestergaard, but McAllister took it off him. Sorry, McAteer took it off him. So man of the match is gone, as you can see up there, Casey McAteer. Would you agree with that, though, Luke? I probably would do, in fairness. 2 superb goals.
You can't not. He that was awesome. Yeah, that was a great first 2 goals. Amazing. So can't disagree with that.
Can you disagree with almost giving it to Vestergaard?
Is he at the game? Is he?
Yes.
Did he have one beer too many? Maybe, I don't know. I'm just joking. No, I'm just still filthy about that goal.
Yeah, still, you're not convinced, are you? Can I just say, Andreas, by the way, coming in and saying that you're watching another show gets you on a timeout. I'm sorry, mate. You're not here to promote other channels. So I sometimes wonder what it is with football fans. Do they sort of come on TV and leave their brains at home? I know I do, so I'm presuming other people do. Brad, thoughts on McAteer? I mean, obviously you didn't see the goals, but 2 goals. We've got to get some of the strikers in, but I suppose 2 goals earns you man of the match, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, and his performance is pretty well rounded. I mean, for chunks of that game, the front 3 were starved of the ball, but forever patient. Mavididi on the other side got more involved when Leicester got that foothold in the game in the second half, and he warranted it. And I'm looking forward to watching the goals back. They both sounded like really good goals, and it's nice to see like a little tongue-in-cheek warning to maybe the loanee if he comes in, and he's not going to have it his own way to get straight into this team, because Marcel as well will be turning looking at Gaffer saying, "Hey, I'm getting goals, keep me in," sort of thing. I'm feeling confident. So good luck to our new signing getting in past these if this is how they're performing. McAteer, yeah, he deserves it. You can't ever look past anyone else really for man of the match when they score 2, unless someone scores 3. Really, it's the only way they normally get beat.
Luke, I mean, he drops Marshall, doesn't even put him on the sub bench, brings McAteer in. He knows what he's doing, this guy, doesn't he?
He does. It's a nice problem to have. Not sure who to pick it to play in week out. So we just had Tete or James Maddison or Pratt, out of position the right-hand side. Or Tete sold us a dream and we all thought about him after that. But it's nice to have all these options and not watching all passages of play gone up the left-hand sides of Barnes and the same predictable thing week in, week out.
Yeah. Gray says, careful, Luke, Christos on Yannick. Dave, look, all I can say is, and I'm only seeing it here on the telly, but Jerry Taggart, who's obviously at the match, is at the New York Stadium, watching it live, was blaming Hermadson. He felt he should have come for it. And it's funny, isn't it? Because, Brad, maybe it's me. And all right, joking aside, I'm all for giving, players a second chance, and Vestergaard's taking his with a bit. And like I said, the manager knows his limitations, and he knows, if they break, he's not good at running back. But it's the other, 75% of the game that he does like. But it's easy to blame people. Last season, if that would have happened, and let's say that would have been Sutar and Ward, everybody would have been blaming Ward, because they were the scapegoat. So, Michael, yeah, you're going out of Vestergaard there, but surely he's just a scapegoat. Would you agree with that, Brad? Can I just say, sorry, I just want to say good night to Jeff, and thank you for the 2,500 Philippine dollars that you paid earlier. We all thought it was a pound sign that you put there, and we all sort of fell off our chairs when we saw that come up. But thanks for the super chat, mate. If you want to do £2,500, I'm happy. But thanks for popping in, mate, over there in the Philippines. Have a good one. Sorry, Brad. I just wanted to say that. Thank you for that before he went.
Yeah, no, that's no worries, mate. See, the thing is, I heard the commentary that you had on listening to, and Jerry said he described the goal again when they were talking back about it, and he said, Hermadson originally did look to come for it, then he backed off. I suppose you could argue that because he's 6'6", or however tall he is, lump. And someone someone who's on this channel a bit as well when she actually, when she can bother to go to these games, Chris? Kate is
That's you and me,
shots
mate.
fired. Yeah, dig myself a hole there. But no, what was I talking about then? I threw myself off then. Bloody hell. How have I done that? No, Vestergaard, he doesn't jump. His weakness is bizarre because it should be his biggest strength, being how tall he is. Maybe Hermansen thought, actually, no, Vestergaard should have it. But I think he's a bit six of one, half a dozen the other. And I'm inclined to agree with Tags on that one. I do think it's a keeper's responsibility. And if you're a defender, even though you shouldn't, if you see your goalkeeper coming for the ball, you kind of just switch off for a second. And in the end, it's cost us. Not by the full-time whistle, but at that point, it cost us, the chance to maybe settle into the second half and keep the lead going. And thankfully, it wasn't.
But you get my point. Is that it's easy to once and we don't know what Leicester fans are like for having downers on players. But you get my point, Brad. That it's easy to blame somebody, but last season that would have been Ward because everybody was hating on to Ward.
Oh yes, because I see what you mean with that pattern, and unfortunately, I say this: is every club has them. There's a minority of fans who they need to have a scapegoat. They need to have someone to slam the blame at, and it's usually somebody who has a bad spell in a team, or as it is with Vestergaard, could never get in a team and look shoddy when he did. Now we're seeing a different side to Vestergaard, and yes, there will be people that are still say, well, he's playing his level. Well, it's also Leicester's level, so you get what what you're playing against for that reason. And look, maybe from some people's point of view, you blame for the goal. Maybe some people are just saying it because they're used to it with Vestergaard. But I've been relatively pleased with what I've seen with him when he's played at the back.
Yeah. I mean, Terry, I was watching the match, to be honest with you, and I was also listening to an ex-footballer, and Jerry Taggart, not only a footballer, an ex-defender, who I think kind of knows what he's talking about, so I tend to sort of go with that. Foxes never quit, says great, and I'm loving it. Luke, I mean, obviously you're over there in Oz. I don't know what the time is over there, probably quite late. Are you okay, or do you have to rush off?
You're all right, mate. Take your time. It's all good.
No, that's fine. If you ever do, just send a message in the private chat, I know. Look, we normally ask Kate this because she's at the match, but we haven't got Kate, and I forgot to ask Alan to do it as well. But you've watched the game. An overall performance first of all, well, I'll come to you afterwards, Brad, because you're listening to it. But watching it, Luke, I've got an idea of what kind of points I would give them out of 10. But what would you give them out of 10 for the performance?
Who do you want me to start with?
No, just the whole team, sorry.
The whole team, sorry?
Yeah.
Out of 10, I'd probably go a 7.5, and I think that's modest.
You know what? I'm not saying that our colonial cousins there are awkward bastards, but I have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I haven't got any halves. So
I'll go a 7. I'm sorry.
only our Antipodean cousins could do that. I've got to say that is exactly what I wrote down there. I don't know if you can see it. I wrote down 7 as well. I agree with you. It wasn't a brilliant performance. Gray's agreed with us as well. On that, David Michael Gamble says, but he was to blame, Chris. In your opinion, yes. In my opinion, no. That's what football's all about. I'm just saying that it is easy to blame some players, and that's what Leicester fans tend to do. Let's just remember, only 4 games in, we will get better indeed. Brad, listening to it, would you agree with a 7?
Yeah, I think you have to give it a 7 because we got the win. If it was a draw, we're probably all saying 6, because it wasn't our best. But we did in the end do exactly what we're kind of getting used to, and we won it late. We pressed the game. We were patient, and I think they get a 7 because it's a win. I think it's one of them performances, isn't it? You can't go higher and you can't go lower when you win a game, in my opinion.
And you can't give a pair because you get nothing for a pair. Not in this game, you don't. Sorry, Luke, if you used to watch Play Your Cards Right in the UK. Right. Let's just have a look. Yeah. Proud to be a Leicester fan with this style of football. It is, and like I say, it's not, it's the not panicking passing. And like I say, it didn't quite come off today. Some of the passes did go astray. They didn't reach the player they were intended for. But look, we're not going to play like Barcelona or Brazil every week. So let's do. But I agree with a 7 there with you, Luke, on that one. I think overall, I couldn't decide 6 or 7, but like you said, Brad, because of the win, I went for 7. We're going to go to Brad's favourite part of the show now. Because we're going to look at the player ratings, and we're just going to skip through these very, very quickly. And see what our friend Jordan at the Leicestershire Live has to say about them. So just to quickly run through these, if anybody disagrees with any of those, do shout out. Mads Hermansen you will then, Brad, won't you? Mads Hermansen gets a 6. His wait for a clean sheet goes on. Last time we had trouble giving a clean sheet, Brad. We didn't end up having a bad season, did we?
Very true.
His only real involvement was scrambling away a scuffed cross from under his own bar. With his feet, he was cool as ever. Pressure doesn't faze him. I've got to be honest with you, it doesn't seem to be. Ricardo gets a 6. Faze gets a 6. Now, Vestergaard got a 5. He said he had a good physical battle with Hugill and won the ball in the air most of the time, but his clearances were agricultural often. The Dame lumping the ball forward or out of play, which stopped City building their play. But Luke, would you not say that I don't care? It'd be nice to sort of sometimes start the play that way, but sometimes you got to say who fit into Rose Ed if it's needed.
That's it, mate. Spot on. Yeah.
Sometimes the best form of action is to get the ball as far away as possible. Game management is something that's lost in football for me, because Rotherham are on the attack. They'll put us under the cosh. We could clear it and try and play it out, and they nick the ball back, or we can send it 70 yards up the pitch and let them have to go fetch it. I know which one I'm more satisfied and feel more calmer watching. And my opinion, Chris, I'd pair the centre backs at the same unless one has a real standout.
Yeah. And let's be honest with you, we were praising Faze when you joined us for the fact that was no nonsense and hoofed the ball into Rose.
He nearly scored as well, didn't he? I think.
Yes,
Did he not?
I'm going to ask both of you here: Faze or Fars? What are you saying? I'm saying Faze.
Well, it starts with an S, not a V. There's no V in it, so Faze for me.
Yeah, Faze.
Yeah, I think it was just Jerry Taggart deciding that he wanted to call him the posh way. Right, Callum Doyle got a 7. Harry Winks, look, he got a 6 there. And I must admit, I did write this down, Luke. Winks not as influential as he had been, but in the last 15 minutes, he did come more into it.
That's it. Like, the thing of Winks is like he's really important, and I think you would notice like his involvement if he wasn't playing at all. He's not there to do all the flashy sort of things. He's there to seek out the passes, set everything up. So he's never going to really stand out as it is. But if let's say he were to get injured or he weren't playing, I think you'd notice how important he is to our style of play.
Yes, yeah, indeed. Brad, would you agree with that? I mean, you were listening to it. You didn't hear Winks mentioned for me too much until the last 15 minutes. But it is just about you to actually just do his job.
Yeah, sometimes it's not always what a player does on the ball, it's what they do off the ball. And whilst he's maybe not physically stopping counter attacks, he's cutting out options with his positioning. It's his off the ball work that I know you goes unnoticed when I'm listening to it, but when I've watched the highlights and everything, that's what I noticed from Winks. He's not always going to be a mention. And today, I'll be honest with you, we went down the whips a lot, it sounded like, because the middle sometimes, Kieran Dewsbury-Hall and Ndidi, more so when Castaday came on, but Winks, obviously. So them three, when we had them three in the midfield, it was few and far between. I heard any of them, to be perfectly honest with you. So it's what he does right when he had the choice to, and I thought he did all right today.
I thought these two were a bit harsh. Wilfred Ndidi 4, Kieran Dewsbury Hall 4. Luke, thoughts on those two?
Sometimes he come in a bit better, but like sometimes at Dewsbury Hall, I feel like you can kind of tell what game he's going to have after about 5 or 10 minutes or his first couple of touches. I think it's maybe a little harsh, but I would have given personally like Dewsbury Hall maybe a 6. As for Ndidi, I think that's a bit harsh as well.
Yes, yeah. McAteer agrees. You can't argue with this one, can you, Brad? 8 for McAteer. What a hero. That second goal, you've got to watch it later. Not on Match of the Day, but on ITV4 at 9 o'clock on the Championship highlights. It was a screamer. He got the ball. He just sort of took it onto his swap foots and then just watch it, Brad. Just watch it.
Mate, I will admit, right, when Leicester scored that goal, I know it might have had a bit of influence because it was a late goal again, 84 minutes, I think he scored. But the Leicester fans sounded like the home crowd when that ball hit the net. You could just hear it in the roar that something special's happened. That's how I know I'm really excited to see the highlights, because it sounded like an absolute peach, like he had no right to score from where he was on the pitch, and he's found a way to. So, I mean, like I said earlier, mate, this new guy is going to find it tough to get McAteer out that spot with 2 goals.
Yeah, the highlights are already up on Sky. I think somebody said earlier. I mean, it's they're just showing Nacho now, mate. Whoa, what he did, and my God, if only Vestergaard could jump as high as McAteer, I'll tell you. Nacho 6, Badidi, not his best of games, but he did what was needed of him 4. But I've got to say, look, Cashaday, he hasn't actually rated the subs, but Cashaday, when he came on, I thought was absolutely he turned the game for me, Luke.
Yeah, his ball distribution's spot on. Always looking to go forward, putting it on your feet. I thought he was excellent.
Yeah,
I would like to see him get a start soon. Sorry.
Yeah. No, don't worry. Just thank you to Gray again, £5 there. Thank you so much, mate. Really do appreciate it. Keeps the channel going. A bit. Oh, I'm just watching the game. I know you guys are. I'm just watching the game again here on Sky. Look, Ant. Good evening, Ant. Do check Ant's channel out. Ant's Leicester fan channel. It's a good channel. Not quite as good as this one, but what can you do? His shows tend to be shorter. Oh, sorry, no, his shows aren't shorter. That's just Ant. Katie McAteer has scored more today than any season since 1819 than Albrighton. He scored more goals than Kane has this season, hasn't he, as well, Ant? Did I say that out loud? Didn't mean to. Let's bring the table up. Let's just have a look at this and shall we enjoy it again, Brad? Let's have a look at the table again. I mean, I do believe, I'm sure somebody will correct me if I'm wrong, but we are the only team now with a 100% record in all 4 divisions, aren't we? Sorry. I've just seen the goal again. Wow, the second goal. Right foot, left foot, boom, in.
Right,
Sorry.
I'm off. See you later. I'm going to watch this goal. See you later. Yeah, look, 100% record. Very nice start. There might have probably been a few that will say, I thought we'd get off to we'd win 5 out of 5. So, but it was never a guarantee that we'd get off to such a good start. Really happy. And the fact that we're doing it by this manner, and I know we're stressing the same point, but it has to be made for people with not much patience. The fact that we're doing this is probably now 30% of what we're expecting to see from Enzo, what he wants to see. It makes it even more sweeter, because you'd like to think when we do get going, like Luke said earlier, it could be frightening to watch for an opposition fan sooner rather than later.
Somebody was asking earlier about, because we're playing Tranmere away in the second leg of the Coca-Cola Cup. Not Coca-Cola Cup, Carabao Cup, those fizzy drinks, On Tuesday, we're not on telly this time, guys. On Tuesday, it's Salford City versus Leeds. And on Wednesday, it's Doncaster Rovers versus Everton. Oh dear, we could be waving at Everton, Luke, when they come down.
Yeah, I hope so. Hopefully we're waving on the way up and then on the way down.
Don't hold back, mate. Say what you think.
Yeah, I'm still a bit salty about last season. So, but
No.
yeah,
That's fair enough. Look, Leeds are there in 5th place. We are already, Middlesbrough, the bottom 3. Sheffield Wednesday played for no points. Huddersfield played for 1 point. Middlesbrough, 3rd from bottom, played for 1 point. That's a surprise, Brad, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think I put this question out on the prediction show with Steve. I don't know if it will because I don't know. Well, I saw it at 3-2, but I think they lost 4-2 today, didn't they, to West Brom? Could we be looking at a sour chance of Premier League of Championship management for Michael Carrick? Are we going to see the first jolt in the Championship? Is he going to be gone? Because that's not a start that Middlesbrough fans have got used to. They're usually up here challenging. So that is a bit of a shock.
It is. But I mean, Brad, stay with you for this. I mean, everybody was saying, "Oh, Carrick, he's good. We should get him in at Leicester. Again, we cream ourselves too soon, to put it bluntly, about these managers and players, don't we? I mean, he's not even had a full season, and all right, he did well last season, but struggling this season.
Yeah, it just proves how tough this managerial malarkey can be, because we've done it a few times with certain appointments of caretaker managers, haven't we? Where they've had a blinding few games and then we've jumped the gun and signed them up, and then actually that we've realised that we've wasted a 4-year contract and we're suddenly paying for them to go out after probably less than 18 months in the job. And Carrick's maybe one of them that maybe should have built his trade in a lower league or somewhere and really established himself, because it's gone a bit sour for him at Borough. By the sounds of things, it's terrible football as well, so it doesn't help his case. It really doesn't, and I'm really more thankful for Enzo.
Yeah. Luke, I mean, looking at that, he's surprised. I mean, Sunderland are down there. Anybody that down there that you're surprised at?
No, I'm not really taking this too seriously just yet. I still think, again, like another 10 to 12 games, before things start to settle and you can get a better picture of where, I think it's still early and, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've got to be honest with you again, you two are too young, but back in the day, you didn't see a league table for about the first 10 games because it just wasn't worth putting up. And just to show how absolutely worthless league tables are early in the season, Tottenham are top of the Premier League.
They might as well take the screenshot now, Spurs fans, because it won't last.
Exactly. They have played one more game than Brighton and Man City, to be honest with you. But oh God, do we miss the Premier League at the moment? No. Luke, again, stick with you for this one. Refereeing. I mean, again, I can't turn around and say any of these games I've watched, the referees had a particular. I thought the last game it was a bit iffy, but generally speaking, the referees have been good in this division.
That was awesome. And that yellow card, it took ages to see even a card at all. And it was fair enough as well. Like, you couldn't argue with it. That foul on Vardy. So I really enjoyed watching this game.
Yeah, I did. I mean, like you said earlier, Brad, don't miss VAR at all.
No, get rid of it, scrap it, because when we're back in the Premier League next year, it's going to make us angry and miserable. And I'm quite enjoying being at peace watching or listening to Leicester this season. It's nice just to know you can celebrate stuff. I know today we had a goal that got ruled out, saying that, but rightly ruled out. And again, it just proves that maybe this technology malark should stay away from football. We're not ready for it yet, apparently.
Well, if we go up, apparently next season we might be having VAR in the Championship. So, yes, who knows?
No, I'm back on the side of get rid of it.
No, I agree totally. I mean, okay, Brad, let me ask you this first and see if you both agree with me. I'll come to you with the same question afterwards, Luke. I wanted technology, and I'm not going to stick on it too long because we don't have it, but having had referees now for 5 matches and no VAR, to me, if they allow that goal, let's say that Rotherham scored today, I'm kind of saying, well, it was hard to see. I couldn't see anything wrong with it from my angle of watching it. And you kind of say, well, it's human error. What gets me is when they take so long, they're not supposed to have that because they can see it from all different angles and they're still getting it wrong. That's what annoys me. I am absolutely loving having refs and no VAR. Would you both agree, Brad, first?
Yeah, 100%. I agree with you. I was an advocate for it because I foolishly believed that because we'd seen it for about 10, 15 years in other sports and how they progressed and refined it over the years, that silly old football would have the easy job of copying, the A-star students' homework, and they royally have just messed it up. It was brought in to do what it does in all the other sports. Clear and obvious. It's to clear that up. And it's supposed to have saved time, not added 45 minutes stoppage time at half times and second halves in games. We're getting that will slow down and be less in the championship because we don't have that. And it's something that I think sometimes you kind of dread because it's to avoid lawyers and lawsuits, Chris. I'll just say it does feel that it's just so inconsistent with who gets. Giving out certain decisions.
Yeah.
Not certain teams.
I way prefer not having it in. It's like you don't have to hold your breath when you score as well, worrying if there's going to be some weird infringement that you didn't even notice, like every time a goal goes in for you.
Mm. And do you have what do you have it in soccer over there in Australia?
It's actually funny. I didn't want to bring it up, but I did actually think about that. Yeah, we've got something called score review, and it's the exact same thing. It's inconsistent. There's always going to be a debate. There's never going to be a clear-cut decision where everyone agrees.
I just think we have to accept that sometimes maybe this isn't the sport for it. They've had long enough to get it right. But look, moving on, and then I'll let you guys go. Luke, Tranmere, I'm dreading saying this, but I can't say anything past a Leicester win.
I don't know if I should give it the biggins again after I thought I was going to jinx us earlier by saying we're going to absolutely smash them to pieces, but we won. But yeah, I think we're going to see a lot more experimental starting 11 for that game.
Brad, yes, we probably will see changes. I mean, we see changes, don't we, in match to match. But again, if we lose it, we've got to say we shouldn't be losing it, should we?
No, we shouldn't. I agree with Luke. I think there'll be changes, but the changes there to just showcase and work on the plan B and C's, really. You know what I mean? The personnels, you'll see probably the substitutes that came on today will start the game. I don't think unless it happens tomorrow, the Loney will get in time to maybe feature, and that might be something if that's an option at all. Because I don't think he's afraid to chuck them in at the deep end and show straight off he backs them to showcase what they can do. But yeah, I think we should win the game, and there's no reason they shouldn't, Chris. I mean, I think it'd be tougher than Burton, but you'd still fancy Leicester very much, no matter the side they put out to go out and win it.
Almost the perfect game to throw somebody that's only been signed for us possibly for a day into, isn't it, really? That said, Luke, potential banana skin. I'm just looking at League Two here. Doncaster Rovers are 24th and bottom with 1 point. Sutton 23rd with 3. Colchester 22nd with 3. And then Tranmere 21st with 3. Played 5, won 1, lost 4. They've scored 8, but they've conceded 9.
Righto. I just think that we're going to absolutely dominate the game against Tranmere.
If we don't now, guys, I can clip that and play it.
I'll figure out which one to point. Can't get it right.
Whichever way you'll get it wrong, you know that, don't you? Look, thanks very much, guys. First, let's just to say to Luke, joining us from the other side of the world, but where can people find you?
Thanks, mate. People, if you want to listen to me, you can find me at Leicester Down Under on YouTube, and you can see me here as well anytime for, I believe, sometimes for pre-halftime and post-game match.
Indeed, that's where you will be. And Brad, well, you're here, you're there, you're every bloody where, aren't you?
Yeah, I am, mate. I'm here on LTID TV 1 and 2, so go and show that some love and support as well if you haven't already. And you can find me on Facebook if you really want to. And my Twitter handle is at Full Time Focus.
Indeed, it is. And that went wrong there, what I was trying to do. So let's just do that. LTIDD2, LDIDDDD. We should have come up with some of the
You
sort
got
of.
Mother Didi and Indeedy on the brain.
I know. LTID TV2, of course, is the home for all the quizzes, and it's also going to be home for LCWFC, Leicester City Women Football Club, as well next season with Brad. Gentlemen, thank you both so very, very much for coming on. I'm sure you've. What time is it there now, Luke?
Yeah, I'm getting a bit tired. It's 12:56 or basically 1 in the morning.
Oh my God! Get off to bed, mate. Get off to bed.
No worries, mate. Thank you for having me on.
Thanks so much. I'll see you next week.
See you later, mate.
Take care, mate. Goodbye. Okay, Brad, we're going to be back Monday night with the discussion show. Hopefully got a couple of signings to discuss.
Yeah, hopefully, mate. If not, I'm sure we'll have fun reminding Kate that she didn't go to a game and we won. So, she wasn't keeping it together. She should have gone Rotherham. But yeah, looking forward to the show, mate. Always look forward to it, especially when Leicester win, because it's a happier atmosphere for us all.
Isn't it just? Now, can I just say that I'm not one for saying that, Kate might think she's too elite to go to certain games.
What? I'm Premier League. I am elite. I am proper elite. No. I am Dorinda.
I know we're going to get fed. There's certain things I'm not going to get fed up with. That is one of them.
It's going to be fun on Monday. She's not going to come back on again.
No. Talking to Monday, we may well be seeing Dave back. He has been ill. He's actually doing a 5K run today. I've completely forgotten where it is, but good luck to him on that. He is busy on Monday, so he might pop in later on, but he will be back full time the following Monday. So look forward to welcoming Dave back. Brad, you're a gentleman, sir. Thank you so very much. Go and enjoy your Saturday night. Don't forget 9 o'clock ITV4, or you can go and watch it on Sky now. It's a good goal, Brad. It's a good goal.
I've heard. I'll go see it now.
Take care, buddy.
Take care. Cheers, mate.
Thanks so much. Cheers. Oh, by the way, before you go, you still there?
Yeah.
You still there?
Yeah.
How am I doing in the prediction league? This one that you dominated for the last 2 or 3 years. How are you doing in that?
I'm doing all right this week. I'll have you very much know, and you'll get your update when I've done the maths and calculations. So probably tomorrow, mate.
I'm not on about this week. I'm on about before today's games. How are you doing? You know from that, gentlemen and ladies, he's not doing very, very well at all. Guys, check out LTID TV2. That's how you can find it. Leicester TV 2 on YouTube. And you've got all the quizzes, and women's football. We'll be starting that up towards the end of September because it kicks off at the start of October. Other than that, we will be back for the full Let's Talk Leicester debate show on Monday night. Looking forward to that. Always do. It's always a good laugh. And Brad will be back for that. And Kate will be back for that as well. If she's not still got a hangover, because she's a bit like the Queen, that she's out. She had a birthday about 9 months ago. She's still celebrating it again today. Thanks to everybody that's watching. Thanks for Gray, and thanks to Jeff for the super chats. Really, really do appreciate that. They do help to keep the channel running. Indeed. But yeah, thanks to everybody else that has subscribed to the channel. We love that as well. £1.99 a month. That's all it costs. And you can you can get a chance. That's what Luke did. And look at him now. He's the regular presenter. That's how it is. And that's one of the benefits. You join us as a presenter occasionally and see where it goes. But thank you so very, very much to everybody else that was watching. Really do appreciate it. And subscribe to the channel if you're new. But if you want to do one last thing for me before you leave, and that is smash the lights. Because I know you get fed up with me saying it, and I get fed up with saying it myself. But do you know what? It does help the channel. See you on Monday night. Good night, guys.
Hello, Matt Elliott here.
Hi, Alan Smith here.
Hey guys, Ian Hume here.
Hi everybody, Jerry Taggart here.
Be sure to watch
Chris and Leicester Till I Die TV
for all the latest Leicester City news and information.
You can also subscribe on YouTube and various social media channels
for the latest updates and news on Leicester City Football Club.
Come on, you foxes!
Thanks for watching. These videos are tremendous. You better like them too, or I'll be back.
This podcast is proud to be part of the TalkSport Fan Network.
TalkSport. Powered by fans.
That will conclude this evening's entertainment.